Kak Kenu. Halo Kak Kenu. Welcome. Tunggu dulu. Jodoh mati ya. Baik, I am good. Mana channel HPku, bentar. Libur kemarin gamin. Oh iya, kita nonton Valorant. Tunggu jatuh mati.
Final round, second glass cannon operator. You're watching here as he tries to take contact.
Dodging that initial wave of utility. There'll be too many targets.
Now, once more, Brent. Sassy drones out through B main, making it feel like perhaps there's some level of aggression happening over there. They're trying to prompt the reactions out of Gen G. But this team is so smart. They wait for a full commitment before they decide to do stuff like that.
Dukung Sen. Aku dukung Sen.
All the way up through halls. It's not a full commitment on the A split just yet.
Not quite.
Aku dukung Sen.
Does like to take the initiative though. That player to watch for here, Meteor. Holding. Kibi's a util, potentially the flash there, I believe, in his hands, but thinking twice about it. And again, it's just pure silence. They're letting Sentinels stew, hoping that they make a mistake.
No real reaction though from Sen. They're not going to get baited into defensive aggression.
Now the drone at least should trigger that reaction with the knife down. Cancels it! Reactions there from Zek, and repositions there with a dash, but
baru juga ditinggal udah 47.
He realizes it is back. He's open to two different directions, and he's really got to try and watch this one here, at least get some help from the rest of his team. Genji are moving into the opposite side of the map.
Yeah, they're going towards Zelsis, who's reinforced with John Cudy's utility.
Players haven't budged, snared into space. Zelsis hearing that one broken, now wants to take the fight to him. Out wide, onto the wall here, Keron. He's worked and wiggled his way into the back of the side again. Back to it, reload! Oh my! 7 seconds left with the spike drop down. Sentinel surely a favourite, and yes, indeed they are. No chances here in the final round of this first half. Not for Munchkin. So maybe, gotta think it's a better look for Sentinels here on Breeze.
Bantai.
A much more competitive opening to this game.
Belum
On a map where
terkalahkan.
most would write them off. Gen.G dominated this map when the sides were flipped last time we saw it. He had great awareness, dodged the drone, used the knife to cancel it, punish the player coming in. There was a trip there onto texture. He had to kind of adjust
Aku
in midair,
kemarin
and
libur.
Celsius caught him plucked out of the air like a butterfly.
Absolutely insane stuff for the first half. Guess what? Plenty more left to go. And Breeze, let's send it down to the analyst desk to discuss everything so far.
Thank you so much. Wow, what a way to start things off. But let's just jump right into it. Our Verizon high-speed moment of the match came in the first half. We had multiple, as a matter of fact. It was
Gue hari ini kerja.
choice pick of the litter here. High pocket.
Iya kah?
Second, this kid's putting on a show
Bukannya
today.
bulan puasa
It just
libur.
looks so clean time and time again in these high
Ramadan
pressure
libur
scenarios
kan?
as well. Last alive here, like back against the wall to try and find a bailout round to really try and recover this. We're so used to seeing him now in this scenario.
Yeah.
And it's ridiculous because this guy just turned in his first international final. He had that birthday while he was
Libur
here
dari
in
mana?
Spain. And the journey for this guy has been
Libur
long.
dari
When we
bulan
first saw him international,
bulan
he was only
Ramadan.
17 years old,
Kabi,
playing
mahal
X
kabi.
on stage. At the time I talked to his parents.
Ih, malah kepencet lagi anjir. Gumen.
For best player in the world.
Yeah, what's so impressive, he carry himself like an absolute pro, but the man is just so meticulous in the server, high puck. But he's going to need to continue to output more if this team wants to get back into it.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, Josh was leaning on this in the cast as well. You've got people on the other side, Texture,
Aku
and
ada,
Meteor to
aku
really
ada.
overcome.
Libur
Karen obviously
dulu.
being the clutch master on that controller role. Zekken's definitely going to have his hands full today if he wants to continue frontline versus
Tinggal
this Genji
seminggu.
roster.
Tadinya aku bakal seminggu liburnya.
Their comp also excels in the retakes. They have a lot of util to bully Sentinels.
Enggak, Reng.
Genji looking strong in this
Nonton.
first map.
Yeah, it's going to be
Nonton dulu.
very, very difficult here for Sentinels and for Genji. Hey, it ain't going to be a walk in the park either. I'm
Nonton
expecting
dulu.
some fireworks in this second half. Let's send it back over to Brennan
Aku
Sideshow.
kerjanya.
The pistol round is where it really needs
Eh,
to
kan
start
ada
here
yang
for
libur.
Sentinels. I mean, we've already been highlighting the
Biasanya.
real importance of it. Genji winning, was it 6 out of 6 when they last played each
Yeah,
other?
Kamu
so now
kali
7 out
libur.
of 7. And heading into the 8th, Sen need to be able to get some of those online. And this is the half
Jadi
where we
takut.
saw Sen have
Gak
no
tidur jadi
success.
merah matanya.
Kaplan said
Begadang
they came in
terus.
with an anti-strat
Kabayu.
that they thought would work, but called it wishful thinking
Halo.
in hindsight.
Always Meteor just taking that fight straight up.
Good punish though. A lot of damage. Yeah, it's not the kill, but they forced that back.
Ada si
Denying Genji a
Kalezi.
little bit of
Halo
space. Now this
Kalezi.
drone's really going to make it feel
Halo.
like it's a commitment into B. Instead, the spike is going in the completely opposite direction. I think this is looking more like an A split where you rely on the
Emang
fact that
aku
Zekken has horse
vampir.
control.
Genji, they do play to those sound cues. Oh my, just missing a chance and the timing there for
Nih,
Tens
babang
with the ult now.
Tens.
Bloomed and
Pakai
blossomed
kayak.
can start to get a move onto the A side still. It's Karon. It's locked down
Ya,
into the corner
dia
position.
ada.
Guess what? Zekken punishing the rotation. And 3 heads roll.
Nice.
Down and out here. Karon blinded as anything.
Yeah,
Cannot win his
nice.
fight out. Zekken,
Babangkan.
the chanting for
Senggol.
it. You can feel it. The roar of the crowd behind him. And he knows what they want.
Kalezi gimana kabarnya?
Ten spots him.
Munchkin spotted. Ow.
Nice.
Denied, but that is the first pistol that Sen have put on the board in the rivalry that's blossoming between these two teams. And what a fantastic attack side
Dia
strat
kan
that
ngeri
is.
banget.
So much better against Genji than what they were pulling out in the third map of the upper bracket final. They call a fake,
Baik.
they use the
Aku
advantage of
nontoninnya
having map control, they use
Valorant
ults against a team
Champion.
that has a
Bukan.
solo initiator.
PCT.
It just ticks every single box to me. Learning
Kalau
from the
champion di
failures of
atasnya
before.
ini.
Of how rotate heavy Genji play. I mean, maybe a bit of fakes and finesse might be just exactly what Sen's
Hai
been ordered.
Tilcang.
Clearly doing that
Hi.
work here. Now the orbs can be farmed up, granted for
Halo.
them. Without too much
안녕하세요.
pushback, of course, got to be aware there's always a chance that they could fight back.
Hanya.
There's a slight bit of danger in this round, Bren, because Meteor managed timing the recon
Sentinel.
that Sassy
Genji
interfered, I
pasti.
believe. So they have
Orang
no
Korea
idea that
harus
Meteor
Genji
positioned
dong.
this deep, but no one on Sen
Are
looks
you
like they want to get
Genji?
into that area at all. Sen running a default looking a little more like when Loud played against Genji, not going for the early round group ups in A main, but happily now grouping up together to make sure that they can trade out the lower eco players. And like I said, I don't think they
Meteor.
realize that Meteor is this deep.
Meteor going for walkabouts as the face early on. John surely hearing this one now, facing him, but it's too much to overcome
Genji.
there.
Are you
Still with that
Genji?
Sheriff, and again, a bit of stray damage through Tens. Just trying
Aku
to lock this one
dukung
down
Sen.
inside of the
He
smoke.
missed it.
But they have found him. Right,
Dia
clip
udah
one from there
ngalahin
for
Perek.
apparently so. 3 players still. Left to stand
Perek
for
laut.
Meteor. Find that one, maybe could be a chance, but it does go down in the end. Traded with the
Ah,
nade. Flushed
Genji.
out wide.
I am
Down
Sentinel.
in the end. There it is.
I am Sentinel. Nice.
It is a conversion for Sen. It
Genji
looked a
aku
little
pernah
difficult to be
terkalahkan,
able to
anjir.
get across the line. It's always going to be tough when
Belum
Genji has smokes that
kalah-kalah.
you have to play around. They're flashing
Ngeri
into the
kan?
smoke here to blind Karon. Clearly they have a good understanding of how Karon's going to be playing. I think one of the key antis that they came into
Ayo
the
boy
last time
gang
on Breeze
klasik.
was
Oh,
the knifing Karon so that he can't use pulls. They
He's
thought
good.
that would give them easy access to the A site. In fact, Genji have way more layers to it than that, but you can start to see Sen looking to break them down. And now coming into a bonus round. Do we have another great strategy called here by the brain trust of John and Kaplan? And Drew as well. I should give credit to my kilt wearing.
Ramai banget udah kayak Piala Dunia.
He certainly should, yeah. Takes a village after all.
Ayo bang, di mid bang.
But it has been evened up in terms of that scoreline, 7-2-7, and like
Beda
I said, the
nih,
bonus
bos.
round is where Sentinels will look to see if they can get over that hurdle here. Texture, Toast, okay, not going to be able to play anti towards that one, and everybody playing inside this cloud. Burst, not expecting him. He pounces up, already just locks that one down. These Sentinel players are left scrambling and wondering exactly where these players are coming from. Texture now with the dash. Smoke to play in 4-10s here, but how do you really overcome this? You just can't. It's just raw mechanical prowess on display. An easy one is what it feels like here for Gen G, overcoming all sorts of obstacles that were thrown at them.
And I think that's an example of what was going wrong for Sen last
Hend
time.
bang,
Gen G are just
hend
so
hend.
good when it comes to defending the standard hits.
Halo
This is a very
kecil.
standard A split that Sentinels send in. Gen
Nah,
G's crossfires
sehat,
are amazing.
aku sehat.
Karen can always play around pyramid because he has smokes to dip and dive inside of.
Tolong
And then you have
analisisnya,
Lackey up towards
coach.
stairs, Texture in that
Aku
gutter.
bukan coach anjir.
They've always got triangles going on that are
Tapi lumayan lah,
extraordinarily
kita
difficult to break.
cobain nanti di kompe.
The weakness with Gen G's
Permainannya.
defense is to do with Lakia, and him being overstretched, having to run around halls,
Jump
a
spot
nest.
heard. Real
Nih
opportunity for
Babang
Sen
Ken,
to get that punishment.
Babang Ken sama Bang Jeken.
You are right, it is that weakness. That's why they have to put bodies into it, but now a double.
Isi kali po, halo kayo po.
Got to be ready for this one.
Aku
Here, it's
libur
gonna be clear.
kemarin.
It's an off angle. Lakia
Nah,
in the crosshair.
kalau mau
Precisely on
nge-push
exactly
dua
where it
orang,
needed to be.
Yeah,
biar
great
satu
clear.
keculik,
Gen G are gonna go for
minimal
those
bisa
occasionally
covering.
because that is the weakness of their composition, and they need to
Jangan
make sure that they
sendirian.
have info in that area of the map. Meteor going for an info.
Kayak Sen barusan.
5v4.
Everybody's got their backs turned to every possible position. Texture though seems to be more aware of it than he is. Shuts down John QT. Sassy out.
Headshot
The
itu
open.
udah
Burst
harga
to the back of the
mati.
side, and it is traded and cleaned up by 10 still. Only 2 to left stand
Enak
here for
banget lihat
Sentinels.
orang main.
Get control of the B side and the plan online. Even more so,
Nih Babang Ken masa nggak kill.
Lakia and Caron taking their time with it.
They know that Celsius does not have the orb on the spike. They can see that over towards mid. So he's probably
Tiga
not
lawan
playing
dua
close
ya.
plans, probably on site with 10s.
All up.
Gak ada bang.
Just feeling
Aware
unsafe,
banget
but if you
sama
take
yang ini,
control of main once
yang
more, they play
ngeplank.
this close plan from this position still. Smokes are available. Lakia, at least Caron
Dot.
puts that one up, but a kill found still. It's down to just
Ayo
10s.
Babang
He's got to
Ken.
do it all.
Does have a nade, but still he's got to deal with this. And what a play to make. Texture so damn
Oh.
aware, but there's the shot still.
Bagus
What a nade at the
banget.
time. Lakia's sticking. Ham, spam, damage!
Cih, nice.
Unbelievable from Tens.
Ngeri kan Babang Ken dengan segala pengalamannya.
That is cold. That split second
Halo
decision
Adrian.
to pull out the fragment grenade and make sure that
Hai.
you have additional damage. What a 1v3.
That's on a knife's edge though, isn't it? Look at it.
Wah,
Oh my god.
langsung
Look
dimoli.
at it slow down.
Itu sopanya anjir.
Very close.
Tidak berkutik.
He's drawn the game back 8-8, where Sen actually have the economy advantage, putting together much better rounds using more of the map.
Ya,
Gen
rindu
G,
cenah.
even though they're finding advantages, letting that one slip away.
Aku lagi nonton
This time,
PCT.
Munchkin going one
Belum main.
tucking underneath where John Cutie is playing. This
Nanti
is
kalau
always
udah kelar,
a dangerous spot.
main
It's obviously
sebentar
a
ke
risk. If
DM
the player on window checks, you're just 100% dead. But
sambil
taking a risk
nunggu
on a
round.
round like this where you have lower economy is
Berapa round?
absolutely
5
worthwhile.
round.
Oh yeah, the time to do it.
And of course, he will be able to hear
Baru
rotates
round 1
if they
sekarang.
go heavy towards B. And he'll hear them early,
Enam
early
nggak ya?
enough to call those
Sen.
defensive positions.
88.
Back here with the Bucky. I think he's going to be going for a peek here. Still wants to hold that close
Masih
angle.
nyari
Broken's
info
going to be
musuhnya.
pulling players actually. Reaction out of Gen G, thinking that, okay, well, his presence there, but now the drone adds another level to it. A bit of confusion into the camp for Gen G, wondering where the hell are these players landing with only 40 seconds left. Time could start to become a problem, but Texture, he was the real danger in this
Nice.
round, at least with those knives, and with him
Nice.
shut down, now it opens wide of Munchkin.
Keculik
Immediately
anjir.
there.
Musuh
No
keculik.
collapse. Flying Bucky Gaming.
Tim kita
Lakia
keculik.
dropping 10 straight down to it. Removes him from the fight.
Luis
control.
Babang Ken.
Granted, and gained, tucks it up and doubles up. Now with the drone over, an attempt to punish Keron.
Wih,
And gunning.
running
Elsa's
gun.
12 seconds left. He needs to find this kill, but the rifle has been handed
Last
over.
player
It's the
standing.
spike. John QT, head on a swivel. Too much to
Alin
deal with.
Genji.
Too much to
Iya sih
overcome.
Genji ngeri sih.
Surrounded, man.
Kayuki. Gak tau udah fantasi lagi. Ah, males downloadnya gede. 70 giga. Ih, males banget.
He gets the perfect glimpse of Tens right before that, but also they
Babang
have no
Ten.
idea that Caron
Malah
already
nunduk
pushed down
nyari
through
koin.
walls and was in this position. Tens is comment that there's only one person in A main there for sure, because they just had
Ya,
no clue that the Astros
70
also
giga kuotanya dari mana?
holding Lucky
Dari
back
kamu lah.
during the drone.
Dari kamu lah.
Just like that, all of Ten's good work in the 1v3 undone in a moment.
Masa aku harus beli kuota dulu?
Back at it with the economical
Kalau aku pakai
disadvantage.
ini, pakai di home nanti aku
Watching
pupi.
Gen G, they love using
Nanti
Meteor's
aku pupi
ult
lagi.
to help them defend sites. It might seem weird
Dari
using
mana
the
duitnya?
Aura, that means there's another
Kamu kan
player to
ngepet.
Hello.
Huge
Bisa lah.
Against his adversary as well, the nemesis on the other side of things.
Easy.
Clear win con is that Zekken can shut down Texture as a player. It's a fast reaction going to be called here with the neural theft, gives him a lot of information. Hunter's Fury, Sassy's hoping that he can at
Wah,
least set this
sayang
one up.
banget sih.
Meteor, winding
Udah
with the
mengesep,
conventional drift,
ultinya
hoping for a chance
dipakai.
to get that punish onto Sassy, but it's all cancelled in time, and now the rest of his team flooding in. Munchkin spots it, just the shoulder, and finally the kill.
Hend
Straight
bang.
to the dome, a wider peak indeed, but this is going to be face
Wow.
down,
Tuh.
and sprayed through entirely. Tens.
Tapi serifnya bukan sembarang serif.
Pesky intruder to a site that should have been theirs. GILAKKK is out wide, firing that util. A pull already going to be used and utilized.
2 lawan 3
Three
nih.
players left standing now for Gen G. Meteor already in position.
Yeah.
A 1v2 for Zelsis. Doesn't know where they are. Wall up.
Zelsis.
Reposition spots Keron. Splash.
Anjir.
Keron with the follow-up.
Gen G.
OP juga itu. Ultinya Astra.
But I think one of the key problems
Peluru
is
gak
that
bisa
when Sentinels
tembus.
got in position to try to hit the B site,
Jangan kan peluru. Suara aja gak tembus.
he's just delaying, waiting to peak at the right time and sets up Munchkin. for a
Aku
triple.
pegang Sen.
If they had been able
Spray.
to move a little faster and had that set up a little quicker, Munchkin probably
Iya,
ends up just
ngeri-ngeri.
going something like 1-for-1. Center in a much better
Tidak
spot.
terkalahkan Genji.
Nevertheless, that was an eco round for them. We come in 8-10.
Nih
Rifles
lower,
again online.
lower bracket.
Sen on an eco swing round with big ults for Gen G.
Massive ults. So far this map, I mean, it's just
Hanya
been a
kenangan.
tenuous tightrope walk, hasn't it? Either side, just Thrifty's making it nice and even. Potential chance, but
Wih, tekstur udah OP aja tuh orang.
They saw Lakia droning through double doors there, so
Di kita juga
they
ada
should have an idea
Zekken.
that there aren't too many players halls unless it's
Design.
being pushed. But that's not where Sentinels are going. Looking instead to dominate mid and set up this line. Karen is sometimes going to peek that, but it doesn't look like this round.
Textures planted himself onto the half wall. He's walking
Kayaknya mid B sih.
directly down into the tunnel angle.
Can they cause a distraction in B main that pushes people into Zekken's
Masih
crosshair?
ngendap.
Zekken.
Tuh,
It's all
OP
about
ketemu OP.
reactions, but Texture,
Kalau dong
of course,
anjir.
is favored. On land, already in position.
Dia kan masih harus
All on
belajar.
Zekken. Zelsis seeking to just sow that chaos and discord into the map.
Dikentutin.
At least with the pit laid down. Gen G feel it really imperative to try and clear this one, but they're already just losing players. Sentinels toppling like flies. Tens, he has worked his way deep. Gate crash now into the back of the site, so Meteor's going to be rejoining his team, and they have reinforced that area with 20 seconds left. What is the call? Jumping
Nice.
away and on high, but still they're surrounded with this pit. How did they even get themselves into the site? It's 12 seconds.
Jelas kalau
Time
dia udah
working
tinggal
against them
klik.
again. Lakia,
Iya, masalahnya
the play to do the most.
Zekennya
Spoiler,
tadi
there it
mas-
is. Finally
pas
spraying
ngepick
them through
banget.
with 5 seconds down. No chance of sticking. I don't believe there's any time.
Oh.
And even if there was, Lakia
Door.
could have absolutely
Alah
sealed it up
lagi.
anyway. Beautiful work from Gen G.
That round should be the
Untuknya
first nail in the
400
coffin here
meter.
for map 1. They're going to push
Ngeri
Sentinels
banget ya
economy down
Genji.
into a really rough spot again. And Texture opening
Tuh.
things up. It just looks so simple from his point of view. All of these
Iya.
Gen G players,
Emang
they're
taktik
so
bang.
skilled, they make it look easy. It certainly isn't. Almost every other team has struggled to deal with Sentinels. Gen G,
Enggak kayak kita ngendok-ngendok mati.
this is a map where they're favored. Sure, it's closer than it was last time.
Mereka
But
ngedok-ngedok menang.
it's remarkable as Sen take a timeout. What Gen G have done with this squad. This is not like Sen where it's big heavy hitters returning to the stage looking for
Genji
redemption.
tanpa tekstur tanpa tim Genji gak bakalan menang.
Some people have been here before, but others
FBI.
are new to a stage like this.
Ora dong,
Gen G
enggak.
are on a
Gak mau.
9-match win streak, beating
Ora.
out DRX, becoming the top Korean
Ora.
team, beating PaperX, becoming the top Pacific team, and then beating every other team in Madrid playoffs to find themselves here with map V2 advantage in the grand finals, 2 rounds away from locking up map 1. To say the pressure doesn't phase them, I think would be an understatement. They look
Wes Meteor sama lagi ya, kalau lagi nyala bisa serem.
Absorbing it all up. And
Mungkin gimana situasinya juga mungkin.
When they're playing against the top at the time Korean team, that was DRX. Even in just the kickoffs. I mean, Gen G, this is a squad that was put together.
Ih, ada itu ya
Really, a tremendous amount
di
of
bridge.
doubters.
Ada map yang kayak tadi.
They have slowly but surely
Baru lihat
knocked
aku.
down every single obstacle they faced and more.
And now the pressure is on Sen's side. They've taken this tactical timeout, and it's going to be for this round. This is them forcing up, trying to stop Gen G
Ayo
from
bang,
getting to 12.
Albi.
Little jump peek there in case Texture was on the angle.
Deep knife. Cage to cover their cross as well, looking to try and split themselves into B. Now there are players here, great dash forwards with that flash. It's all combined and calculated. Munchkin layers it down now with the pits. Dropping down in this position. He's already found Deltas. Where's the follow-up? Where's the follow-through? It's not there. Caron, the support
Kasian
unit
banget
response
anjir
to drop it up
Jessis.
and divide up the entirety of the side. And now a tasty morsel has been claimed with the spike drop down. The advantage again, rolling its way to Gen G.
OP banget sih anjir, Genji.
Unbelievable play from Munchkin. How he's got the awareness and the composure to do that.
Rapi
Boggles the
mainnya.
mind. This is an almost impossible spot that Zekan and John find themselves in.
Gen G are not giving them anything. Diligence off the charts here.
No crumbs.
Assalamualaikum. Waalaikumsalam. Bang Haji.
Never overextending. 30 seconds remaining.
Kalau menang ada-ada.
Texture. Stray shot
No.
fired here, potentially just catching a glimpse. Opens wide again. John QT, that was his only chance, but
There goes the op.
is there. Op
3 lawan
down,
2
still 18 left, and they have to deal with Munchkin. Smoke down, grabbed and out, dash forwards, but Munchkin again. They weren't expecting it.
Udah
right
makan.
from behind. It's the
GG.
IPL Oasis.
Entendi.
And
Do
credit
you
where credit
watch
is due
Cloud
for this
video?
guy. Munchkin, one of the players
Baru 1
with the
kali.
most international experience. He's been to these events before, but guess what? On a completely different team.
Ichi.
The deepest runs he's ever been. 9th to 10th.
And now finding himself
Ah, si Bang
pushing
Hanjo.
up with an ace to get
Aku
to
kira
map 1
beneran
in the
FBI.
first of the grand finals. And not just any old ace, not an eco ace, in an incredibly important round under so much pressure, pitting, running towards his opponents, making a mockery of them. Sen have to force up again,
Mega point.
but it's odds and ends. It's not looking strong.
Masih seru kemarin. Ah, kemarin Perek dibantai.
The Dragons have
3-1.
territory to stand a chance in this round against Gen G.
And I think they found the most
Halo,
success when
Kani.
they've tried to
Eh,
fight
tapi
people and
monyet.
push people
Eh,
into
satu
aggressive
kali ya.
positions, but that's almost impossible to feel good about lurking and then taking a
Monyet.
1v1
Mon
if your player has
monyet.
you know,
Monyet.
a bulldog or a stinger even.
Bagus Aim,
You just
kamu
don't feel
bagus.
favoured.
Bagus kalau main ini.
Contacting as well.
Main
with
Free
his angle,
Fire.
Texture, opping. It's apparent, it's known. It's
Karen.
that little bit of fear, that little bit of
Halo,
doubt to
Karen.
the back of your minds. John QT, it's all about the corners being cleared, and
Nih,
guess what?
nih.
Doesn't look like
Boom.
he wants to open himself up to it.
He's not
Kecuali
thinking about it.
Not thinking about it at all.
Wah,
Lakia,
mati.
punishment is there in place over the
Sabang
top of the
kali
knives,
ya.
dodging, dashing, and away. But one blade left. And the second needs that
Ada,
rejuvenation.
ada
He's
Aim.
got it, but instantly again.
Ada
Caron,
Aim.
the
Auto
train
Aim.
is there. Fundamentals off the bloody chart for Gen
Ada
G.
auto Aim.
This is it, surely, with the map pushed into the positions already there. Clone revealed the position, flash through into the box. Sassy's out
GG lah, bang.
wide and alone.
GG.
Scared for his life, too much to deal with.
Udah.
Too much to deal with. Indeed, Gen G lead the charge
Genji
here.
menyala,
in the
bosku.
grand finals of Madrid, taking map 1.
Genji menyala bosku.
Looking calm
Ready.
and collected, doing it too. It could be a long series, but Gen G are going to try and wrap it up as quickly as possible. They had the
Udah
double
lah
map
bang.
bans. They got to pick the first, and they've set the tempo.
GG. Sambil nunggu ya. Sambil nunggu. Ayo kita deathmatch dulu.
It looked like some of the same difficulties again.
Absolutely, plenty of questions.
Bilang kalau udah main ya.
Next Gen G haven't played it at all so far at this time.
Kalau lagi. Aku login dulu. Login Valorant. Masih map 1 santai. Tapi kan itu mereka udah ngambil 1 poin. Kayak punya tabungan gitu. Siapa tahu kalau kalah. Kompe gak tuh anjir. Lama dong. Kelamaan. Betul tumben suara kamu gak nyaring. Udah malam. Udah malam lah bang. Jangan keras-keras nanti dimarahin. Wih berisik. Tidur. Bilang kalau udah main ya. Kucing juga ada yang orang tua nanti dimarahin. Ngeong dulu. Itu lagi masa kawin.
Match found.
Ayo kita turutin. Tadi kan banyak yang headshot. Aku turutin. Bisa nggak ya? Aku headshot one tap. Kaiziano, halo. Yang penting push rank. Hey. Wah, kayaknya nggak kelihatan warna pink. Cian. Bisa dong. Ya, dikit lagi. Main santai, mati. Sekarang pakai close mulu. Sama aku juga. Kalau pagi, kalau jam 5-an suka pakai close. Itu kepala anjir. Ya sama aku juga pakai kabelan. Kadang pakai close. Astagfirullah, ada yang pakai OP.
A bow and arrow is old-fashioned, but sometimes old ways are best.
Fight!
Ready!
Main agresif. Kemana bang? Nice. Aduh. Males banget kalau ketemu orang yang nunduk. Anjir. Dududududung.
fight.
Nice.
3 gone.
3 gone.
Now 4.
Now 4. 2. Aduh. Masa aku harus nunduk terus? Wih. Kemudian
Down.
down. Aduh. Ih, anjir. Karena dia
Dominating.
Mampus.
Neutralized.
Ya. Iya anjir. Masih ada
Dominating.
dong.
Enemy down.
Enemy down.
Three gone.
Trigon. Baygon. Nice. Aduh anjir.
Gone.
Gone. Ya. Baru aja tudung. Tudung. Hei, anjir.
Clean.
Clean. Ya.
10 kills remaining.
Apa sih dia?
Perfect.
Anjir. Sampai jalan dong. Babang chamber.
Silence.
Five kills remaining.
Shot down.
Ya.
Right here. Defeated.
Aduh. Durung.
One kill remaining.
Thug.
Ya, kurang satu.
This will do.
Udah main belum? Masih sensian. Enggak, itu udah main belum? PCT-nya udah main belum? Oh ayo Kak Najib. Oh ayo gozaimasu. Jangan lupa sahur. Udah main belum? Belum main. Belum. Oh, baru dimulai. Baru mau. Sekali lagi lah. Tanggung. Pakai apa nih? Weaponnya pakai apa nih? Ada yang mau request mungkin? Pakai pandom,
Match found.
Serif, Marshall, Ares, Odin. Odin. Punik apa punik?
Deathmatch.
Marco.
Warm
Bukan
up.
anjir. Marco abang, Marco. Outlaw. Dia
Over
orang.
there.
Ciii, panik dong. Di belakang ngikutin. Aduh. Joget, ada secang. Welcome. Nah, outlaw susah. Iya sih. Nih pakai ini. Cobain. Jangan di scope ya. Cih, masih madu dong.
Over there. Over there.
Nice. Ya, 85. Udah mulai. Habis ini ya.
Then commit.
Fight.
Habis ini bang.
Hero in.
Uh. Aduh anjir. Mati sama orang lain. Depan ada belakang ada lagi. Main kombe ngacing. Kayaknya watch party doang. Nanti Alia besok mungkin. Besok. Ganti.
Dominating.
Nobar aja. Akhirnya kok pada kepala semua. Tuh. Ih, kok gak kena sih? Tunggu ya. Udahlah ampun.
Neutralized. Over there.
Tadinya mau nambah billing. Alah. Ini di rumah.
Sage is down. Over there.
Di belakang.
Over there.
Aduh. Ih, nunduk terus.
Target down.
Nice. Aduh, 140. Nyam, 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 nyam. Anjir. Sky-nya bagus.
You're finished. Headshot.
Cium. Ya, 140. Ih, Sky-nya jago dulu. Aku sen.
Sage is down.
Aku pegang sen. Mampus. Alah, siapa?
Over there. Babang renang.
10 kills remaining.
Udah mulai. Bentar ya. Kelarin ini dulu.
Die.
Die.
Enemy down. I stopped their raise.
Ya, anjir sabun. Sabun banget.
Five kills remaining.
Ratus 40.
Try again. Got one.
Malah yang belakang anjir. Mampus. Dia kan jago banget kemarin. Iya. Lagi gacor dia.
One kill remaining.
Who else?
Ayo, ayo. Udah main katanya.
Zelsis is still waiting over by Showers, expecting them to use that teleport, because Sentinels have lost B long control. Love the play from Sassy and Tens. Going for a fake B long re-clear and then a real one after. Still looking like they could take.
30 seconds
Slowly
left.
now assuming right positions, like they want to try and exit
New day.
themselves into this site. Here it is. Munchkin has a snake bite. We'll send it flying. That's just to block off.
Kau
that
tahu
second
Pi,
exit.
kalau
That
kau
entrance still
tahu
in the face,
Pi.
and the fight is called. Munchkin. A lot more left to do now here with only a few seconds left. Removes the Seeker. Was pesky in his face. A
musiknya
bit of
berisik.
a problem, but again, time against him. And with the spike in the middle of nowhere,
No time.
clear wing cons. Acknowledge there. Zelsis, yeah, he runs his way out.
Baru 2-1.
Very well handled from Sentinels in
Oh,
this round.
3-2.
And Sassy stepping up. A lot of what Sassy has been doing on this team in this new version of Sentinels has been purely supportive. You don't often see him at the top of the scoreboard, putting himself in good
Boleh.
positions to dominate
Apakah
in
itu
the same way
apa-apa?
that we saw him when he was on loud.
Apakah itu apa?
But this round, finding great impact
ASEAN.
with the reclear,
Oh,
with the
ASEAN
swings as well,
Pacific.
shutting down Genji.
Perwakilan
And
gitu.
all of that economic damage that Sentinels did on the bonus now really
Perwakilan.
paying dividends.
Stacking up. It's a much weaker buy-in approach here for Genji. They're sending out that cross
Nah,
map volley.
naruh
You're
dulu.
familiar with it by now. It's going to be landing onto B long. Allows Texture to aim
Aku
that well,
orangnya mau Amerika banget.
slowing it down. In the right moment, waiting for the team to back him up right behind him here. Classic playbook of Genji, just contacting in, hoping that they can take a fight and trade it out if it goes poorly. Sassy.
Eh,
is the
Sen
one
itu
to watch
apa?
for here, and look at that texture. I mean, insane.
Eropa atau
awareness, shots
Amerika?
fired and rattled, but there it is. Zelsis returning. Few of his own. The spam battle won out, or at least evened out.
Evened out, and Munchkin is looking to try to take this timing down short.
Sama
posting himself in an
Marika.
aggressive position. Second and Tens want to re-clear.
Oh, theft. Molly was sent flying.
Oh, they missed it.
He missed it. Still walking into the Molly. How are Genji finding all of these kills? Are onto the A side
Kasian
already.
banget Babang dan
ridiculous.
diculik.
I thought Tens and Second had the awareness that Munchkin
Hey,
was
Zir
there in
masih kena dong.
second. He ends up getting caught as well, so giving away his positioning. He's gonna have to pull out
Marika.
heroics to get this. It's looking awesome for Genji.
Yeah, doesn't do anything there. Genji doubled
Oh
up.
iya bener.
Almost every position
Amerika.
accounted for. Sentinels. Yeah, decisions be made for them. Backing away from this one.
Brutal decision that they have to make in this spot. But terrible economy on Tens, Celsius, Sassy as well. How have Genji managed to pull that one away?
That's a confusing one.
It felt very similar, though, to that eco round that ended up swinging things when the score was something like 8-8, 8, you know. I think it was round 17, actually, yeah, on Breeze, where Munchkin tucked underneath window over towards B, and he made that aggressive move, and he got rewarded for it. And this is similar again. There's a distraction play over towards B, and Munchkin gets into position. This opener is lovely, but I think what actually ruins them, oh, that's brutal. He just didn't hear the molly or realize. But this is the play that I think wins the round for them. Munchkin finds the timing to be able to punish Tens and opens up the A site for his team to rotate. Sen have been aware of that before.
Rapi
Sen was
banget
looking to
Genji
re-clear, but they
mainnya.
just didn't go deep enough down short to catch Munchkin. Hiding behind
Belum
that.
terkalahkan.
Flips the economy on its head. But actually, Genji are taking 2 Guardians into the round. 3 players that'll die to a double tap.
Really just trying to min-max as well, that money. Keep it flowing. Face now out wide. Munchkin. Great awareness and even better aim.
Anjir.
That's 3. Drop down red, filling up the feed.
2 lagi
Of
twist.
course, he returned the fire, but guns being reclaimed out in the open.
Bagus banget itu.
No chance left here,
Munchkin.
so Genji. All but certain now going to be that third round.
Dung.
Happy to do a bit of that damage, but yeah, guess what, Meteor, he's not letting him get away with
Benci
that.
bang.
Oh, punishing the gun pickup instantly there. And I said earlier that from what I'd watched in Pacific, I thought Bind was Munchkin's weakest map individually. And I also said earlier that when I think about Genji, I'm thinking mainly about Texture, Caron, Meteor being the 3 powerhouse players. When Munchkin is finding
Suaranya lucu banget.
defining moments and winning duels like this, I truly
Tuh.
believe this team's unbeatable.
Yeah.
Kalahnya sama
It adds that
Klasik.
additional layer. Munchkin ended up top rank.
Blunder
on
kayak
map
itu
1.
bukan.
He destroyed them last time these 2 teams
Bukan,
played
bukan.
split.
Emang
Been
di
outrageous in
spray.
this tournament.
He's doing it again now here on Bind.
Kalau di spray ya pelurunya harus dipasin.
Nade off the
Dan
Dizzy's
itu
contact and a fight as well out into
susah.
the open. Ken's the one who's going to be coming up on top. Seekers here out.
Terabsen.
Now Strone really into the mix here with the orbital strike was committed.
Itu yang keempatnya itu di spray. Susah pelurunya nyebar.
Themselves away now back over towards that A site.
They know that Zelsis took the teleporter, so they know that there's a brimstone around there with ult to be able to deny the plants. This isn't a round where Gen.G can just try to fight quickly. They actually smoked off
Pandelnya
the
champion
teleporter at the
semua.
very beginning of the round as they took sand control, expecting
Champion
a crunch from Sen.
2021.
Instead, it was that double up under Hookah that did the damage and put Gen.G in this spot.
This mid-round by Munchkin, call to just contact all the way in, has done them wonders. Still, they do have to worry about that ult, and there it is. Sen flying out to the back of the site. GILAKKK, pop flash play, out and collected! All sorts of kills out.
Pintar banget
But the
mainnya.
wide face of Celsius, beautiful with the movement. He glides and saves the day.
Nih
Down to that
Munchkin.
1v2, still with
Munchkin
the pick
ngabisin
up.
dulu.
Munchkin, plenty of options left here.
Habisan dulu sini.
Aware of this, potentially.
Babang Brim.
Up, tap.
He actually might be able to tap here
Sama
and use the
Sky.
teleporter even, but he's looking to try to take the fight instead.
Trying to make a play.
Habisan.
Every
Ya,
angle needs to be watched for.
anjir
It
malah
is.
dia yang ke
What a
absen.
round by Zelsis.
Yeah, Vibe Merchant in the flesh.
Impeccable play there, and I love what Gen.G went for too. The awareness from this team is spectacular. They're thinking about the fact that they could get sand crunched at the start of the round. Then they call the mid-round over towards A, tap, and look to flash backside to punish the players who are going to be trying to get into the pit at that time.
Iya.
Love what they did,
Baru juga
but
keluar udah
Zelsis
disuruh
shuts it
turun.
down from his position on
Kebaca
top
sih.
in heaven.
Kalau di spray kayu tuh biasanya nongol.
Texture has yet to really show his dominance on the entry,
Here we
coming
go.
straight down mid.
No direct hit.
He got rocked.
Straight to the back wall. Yep, it's second.
Baru aja dikeluarin udah hilang.
Here, Nade will get sent flying. Players seeking to try and plug up that gap as well. You can see them. Gen.G trying to swarm that position.
Wah, kebantai nih
Does relieve
Genji.
that pressure, but okay, Meteor still alive and has dropped him down. Now the showstopper. Earns up and a bound. Zekken eventually claiming the kill, just using a gun this time. Here it is into the site. It's Meteor. He splits it up.
He's distracting. He's pulling 3 players over towards A.
Tuh.
Munchkin, though, instead of rotating, decides to reinforce his player, who's in a deep position. But this crossfire looks impossible to break.
How do you break it? You just can't, surely.
Well, they're worried about a B lurk, so this might break it themselves.
No way. And
They don't swing.
The trade's late, the swing's late. Meteor, he's gone for seconds, you greedy, greedy boy. But spam down at a triple point, and now there's the call. Finally, a TP by Munchkin. Gives the indicator again, but Sentinels left worried. They've made the right read onto this one.
They have. If they double swing at the same time, they're going to be able to catch Meteor. Do they predict it?
Discipline and
Ih,
diligence.
anjir
Meteor.
itu kepala
And
gak
this
kena
shot,
dong.
still 30 seconds left, and again, it's a wrap around the ring around the
Nunduk.
roses straight through to TP. Munchkin, though, will be met. Or
Nah kayak
placed.
gitu tuh. Yang malesnya
Blocking him off, at least from being able to flood
orang
themselves
yang
back
nunduk.
into it, but he actually didn't activate the orb.
And he didn't throw the snake bite either.
Bit of a misplay, but
Udah
Ted
susah-susah
finally out into the open. A few
ngepasin
bullets
Naim.
to pay for the price of that one still alive.
Sen was so worried that Munchkin was fake tapping there that they didn't even get into backside.
Nembak yang
So now
nunduk
Munchkin's
bukan
snake bite with
berarti
the orb
noob anjir.
completely locks them off. They are worried.
Itu
Where could
taktik.
Munchkin be right now?
There's that misinformation strewn into the round.
Bang dulung bang.
Has a snake bite. Can play it as the first point here. Sassy just sticking,
Umum banget.
holding with faith in his teammate right behind him, and you can feel it all the way through.
UNT.
Paranoia settling in for John, but still he lands the shot in the end.
Gak dulu bang, males.
Great call by Sen and a right smile on Munchkin. Look at that. Fantastic positioning by Zekken, and he hops over the top of it.
Bagusnya
Jump
itu.
rope up there.
Loncat dong. Diloncatin.
And Kaplan's happy about that one. Sen starting to pull away. Not doing enough damage to Gen.G's economy just yet, but they've got themselves in a great spot. Ults abound. Their defensive setups are working, and another fight potentially here. They've got the read that Meteor just keeps placing Cam in similar positions.
That's why the fast face comes out, it looks like, from Sentinels, just making sure that they take away the cam, don't let Media set himself up into that spot. But John QT, his pit locks off his one section of the B site.
Mid-round timing. I mean, Zekken here might be looked to be bailed out by the Thrash. Yeah, you can see this setup. But it's possible that if Gen.G have enough players
Lagi
here,
nunggu momentum.
this could just be Zekken.
Babang 10 multi.
And everyone is here. All four players for Gen G grouped up.
Dogs contact.
Either going to be
Eh
amazing
bang,
or
di ulti
terrible
semua
for
tuh dapet
Sentinels.
tuh.
Held on the Trailblazer. Here it is. Sent flying, but it's no. It's a little bit late. It's the
Tuh
latest.
kan.
Late second. Did he get out?
Kena dong anjir.
Right on time. Keron.
Wah itu Brim.
Barely crawling away there. Death's door, but he
Brimnya
will survive into this
kabur.
round. And guess where Meteor is? Go and walkabouts once more. It's
He made a noise.
so damn good at trying to play the map into this fashion. But yes, he did make a noise. And Adasika's being used. It will point him towards him. Has to break it. Drops down the cage. Direction. Gen G turning and facing over towards the B side. And again, Sentinels will be running and following them fast. On them,
Konnichiwa,
onto the heels,
Mirai.
inside the smoke. Meteor dominates the angle and dominates the space of his own neural theft down. Gen G stand a chance.
Bukan konnichiwa, ohayo.
They fight into the back of the
Ohayo.
site, and it is going beautifully for them.
Spike planted.
The pace from Gen G is just far too much for Sentinels to deal with. This team reacts so quickly. The calls are amazing. The decision
Bang
there,
Janet nge-save.
realizing that the solo play from Meteor had taken enough space to get in, and instead of doing something simple, like throwing Karen's molly over towards that smoke and stopping the SEN flood retake, they get inside it themselves. And I was seeing this all the time when these two teams played on Split. To me, one of the biggest issues was SEN could not keep up with the pace of decision-making from Gen G. Like there, Tens throws the wingman because he's thinking, I'm going to stop somebody from getting inside this smoke, and I'm going to get into it first. And he doesn't realize they've already thought of it and got there quicker.
Wah, di depan.
Tiny adjustments in timing will be all the
Ada
difference.
sewabu
Cool
raiziru.
idea as well from Sentinels
Susin
on that short
desuga. Anatan raibu gato temu suki dance.
as well. The extra
Ngomong
layer
naon
of
cenah bang.
through the smoke. It's just so
Naon
good.
atuh bang.
And while SEN
Naon
felt
kamera
like
i?
they were pulling away with their wins
Ngomong
in
naon.
round 7 and 8, it's actually them with a battered economy now.
Shoddy by.
Now Zelzis can still be a real difference maker with the judge in hookah. Do not count that out.
Oh my goodness, you do not want to be standing there.
Yeah, they're expecting somebody to be playing for the orb, but nobody's won away, so just a hard read perhaps that they were going to go for that on the eco. Sassy and Ten set up to go for that re-clear down B long again.
Texture though, he's in an anti-flash.
Yeah, it definitely feels like Gen G are aware of it.
Sassy's out wide here. He's jiggling all that information. Trailblazer, this timing could be absolutely everything. It's broken up close and personal.
Kamu sokong.
Knows that
Dukung.
you've come knocking.
Aku dukung
A
Zen.
bit dizzy. Flash play.
But
Back
only,
and around, they've called it to go back again.
yeah, Dizzy only shot one person. So Gen G might be thinking, right, they think we've
Bisa
left,
tahu gitu.
let's re-hit B now.
Jelsis.
Rooted in place. Maybe the noise. Dog taking ground there. Lakia faking like there could be more presence over towards it. Sentinels making calls of their own to just triple up into hookah, but with Lakia not
30
spotting
seconds
anything.
left.
Now the call has been made again. Another pivot here by Munchkin. He's cementing this idea that it's going to be that open site for them. They're not worried at all, are they? Nade, almost a punishment on it.
Toram sure
Gets out
tahu
alive.
sih.
Heal online too, so he will be topped all the way back
Kaitai
up.
taimasu.
And this
Apa
is where
katanya?
the judge and the stinger don't look so good anymore.
The post-plant position is immaculate. Munchkin playing a deep angle into showers, even just Lakia with a late rotate now doubled up with him. Too much to deal with here for Sentinel, surely. They'd have to just some absolute miracle shots, and they're already setting up and gearing
Iya,
up for it
ngeri.
now. Out wide again, but guess
Oof.
what? Yeah, Meteor is too fast onto the approach. Inside the smokes, inside every possible option that could have been there for Sentinels. And second, the only thing is focused on
Nanti
his
bang.
mind is trying to get out with that gun, but even that is denied. 5 to 5. Gen G
Ngeri sengit.
making it nice and even
5-5.
here.
I'm loving this attack side calling from Gen G. I think they're playing the macro game really, really nicely. It's been one of the things I'm most impressed with this team. And one of the reasons is,
Dapat dua
I had
dong.
no idea Munchkin was capable of this. No. We've seen him at global events before, but bear in mind, nobody on Gen G has previously been in a position to do this kind of thing. They are not the creme de la creme of Korean talent, at least not until this year. They've always played second fiddle. Munchkin and Meteor were playing in Japan. They didn't even have the option to, you know, get those
Posisi dapet.
opportunities on top
Aing
Korean teams.
bagus.
Lakio languishing on the bench. texture off Duelist. Karen not even a
Apalagi yang
player,
kurang.
for God's sake. And every time
Paling
Machina turned
timing.
up, there'd be a language issue, and the attack side calling didn't look very good. This team has come together with HSK prepping the roster, setting the groundwork.
Oh, itu
Just
pialanya.
exceeded every expectation, even the coaches.
Dapat cawan suci.
Region-wide. I mean, they've come knocking at multiple opponents. They've always knocked them out. #1 seed of Pacific for a reason.
And it's not so much, in my opinion, that they're standing on the shoulders of giants and building on what Pacific have done before. They look to be straight up leapfrogging them.
Oh yeah.
How many times have we seen DRX and PaperX try to break through that glass ceiling? And yet Gen G, what ceiling? Wait, you guys couldn't win before? Why not? It's actually kind of easy. It's unbelievable. Double outlaw here for Gen G on the attack side, predicting the fact that SEN are going to be on an eco.
Maybe right. It would be right. Deep smoke dropped down here for Sentinels just to try and at least hold on to control of bathroom showers. Up towards that A-long angle, but B-long have a question entirely here, because again, walking slowly up towards it. Reactions on point for texture. Just sit through the wall. Sassy
Iya,
barely
dia kena dong.
survives.
Very lucky for Sassy there.
Low banget caci.
Meteor have a read that Zekan's in this corner. Zekan trying not to make a footstep while staying agile. No damage on Zelsis.
There's noise being made all over the place here for Gen G. Just
7
how
lagi
difficult
HP-nya.
it must be for Sentinels. They see the dog go up B long, the shots fired off towards A. Flash sees nothing.
That's ridiculous.
Flash sees nothing.
Anti-info and Sassy's leaving. How has that happened?
That is ridiculous. I have to see a replay of that one later, and it's already just being sold even further. Nades, snake bite, full combination. Terrible
30
concoction.
seconds left.
John QT, the sole defender, just needs to hold down his little portion of territory. But Meteor just seems so damn aware of it. He is. Hunts him down, sniffs him out.
Brutal situation for SEN to be in. This site's so difficult to retake Lakia. Oh, body block there for a moment.
Surely no chances though with the gun advantage for Gen G. They are just cross-fired up out the wazoo, making sure that they can beam down anybody who tries to step past that mark.
Zekan will take the death to be able to, oh, the
Wih,
kill,
dapat
sure,
satu.
to be able to get his ult online for the next round. But it's just all focus on round 12 here. Oh, and they're just playing
Anjir.
with Sassy.
Dude, I thought he was going to go for it. I really did.
Terbantai
Any
kayaknya.
danger in the round for Gen G. Completely upset by that bird telling lies over towards B long.
See this one.
Yeah.
Way to go. Not
Flashes
too
around.
sure.
I mean, it just goes into garden, but everybody's
Dimainin.
playing an anti-flash position. I'm not sure.
Kayaknya
on
mau
purpose,
pisauin.
actually. Just happened to give terrible
Cuman takut
information.
nggak kena nanti.
Bird
Lumayan kan.
disappeared without a whimper. A canary in the coal mine as Sentinels quickly did the same. 3 ops online for Gen G here, looking to try to close
Digoreng.
things out if Sen get
Sen
aggressive.
digoreng.
Okay. Let's get silly.
They've all got rifles, I would assume, to be able to pick
course,
back up
yeah.
as
I mean,
well.
Round 12, final round of this first half.
And actually a really important one, I think, for Sen to be able to get online. You know, they've got the ults here. Zel's is one away from having an orbital strike too.
All it takes is one misstep though. One opened up body, just trying to gather the information from Sentinels. It might just go down to it. Zekan again, jiggling. Meteor, eager for the fight, eager for it indeed! And there it is!
Ya,
The first punish online. I mean, operators
Babang
across the
Ten
field as
diculik.
Keron just plucking tens out of the picture.
And that reaction trying to set up the showers crunch where Zekan could re-ult back onto Meteor. Didn't realize Meteor had already left. They'd read the play and punished the reaction.
Hiding inside the smoke, doubled up now. They want to flood back into this one, trying to catch that timing, and here it is. Doubled up high-low, Sentinels. This might be the right read for them, but Lakia is brute force to barrel through Sassy!
Spike down.
So damn fancy. Might have brought them a window of opportunity, a chance. Very narrowly. Nade rebounds, but not enough to stop this one, and Zekan still has the rocket showstopper available. Pit. Now going to be dropped down here with the rocket to clear through and out over the top. It's lifeless. Baron in nature!
Bisa kena gitu.
Expected a position, Sentinels
Ngeri
in the
amat.
6.
Zekken takes over in the 11th hour to tie this one
Iya
up at the
banget
half.
ini, Bang Jekan.
But if this is where Sen thought they had the biggest
Tahu
advantage over
lokasi.
Gen G, this first half has taught them that they are not going quietly.
Intelijennya bagus.
It's an ocean for Gen G. Lovely play
Ngeri.
from Sassy there, utilizing the brim smoke, ducking, dipping inside of it. But this is anybody's game.
Right. A series of unknowns really as we head into that second
You
half.
good.
We'll find the
You
spite in
good.
Sentinels map pick.
Iya,
Absolutely insane stuff.
Prediksinya
But on the floor
bagus.
standing by, we have a special
tepat
guest,
sasaran.
very special interview.
Nah, dapet cawan suci.
I am here joined by Valorant studio head Anna Donlan and obviously our global head of esports Leo Ferreira.
Abu Didiu, sarang bukokom, sarang manggadang.
Así que os voy a pedir un fuerte aplauso para darles la bienvenida y las gracias obviamente por este pedazo de
Ngerti
evento.
nggak yang diomongin?
That's just for you guys. So thank you for this event. Now, Anna, I want to ask you. Today, we just introduced a new agent to the pool. What can you tell me about them?
So Clove is something we've been working on for a really long time. I'm so proud of the teams back at Riot. They really pushed themselves on this agent, both from a design perspective, creatively. I think they are so vibrant and beautiful, and it's going to do so many great things for the game. So I can't wait for everyone to get to play them next week. I thought the show match today was amazing. It was so good. Congrats to Mixwell and Team España. That was amazing. And yeah.
It was amazing.
Okay, we love that. Thank you very much. Now, bueno, obviamente creo que lo habéis entendido, ¿no? Que tiene muchas gracias de que tengamos a Clove entre los agentes, que el showmatch ha estado genial y que solo en una semana ya podéis estar probándolo y creo que va a estar muy, muy guay. Now, Leo, of course you're on the competitive side. What do you think about this gorgeous, gorgeous event here in Madrid?
Oh my God, we are so happy to be here. We've been dreaming about coming to Spain for a very long time. This is our first time here. You all have been incredible hosts. Thank you so much for embracing VCT. We love you. This is just the first event of the season. There's a lot of VCT to come in 2024. We're gonna jump straight into stage 1, and we're so happy to be here, so thank you all again.
Nos da las gracias por estar aquí, por ser tan acogedores. Esto para los que no habéis hecho el workbook. Pero la verdad que lo estáis haciendo genial. Obviamente, todavía nos queda todo el stage y todo lo que queda por llegar en 2024. Recordad, cuanto más ruido hagáis, más conscientes serán de lo que necesitamos estos eventos en España. Pero obviamente esto no ha terminado, así que seguimos con el partido.
Do love a bit of crowd work. People riled up here for the second half of Bind. Full importance. Keeping our eyes peeled now onto this pistol round.
And I know that Sentinels have changed up a lot since the last time they played Bind against Heretics with this composition. But when we saw them play, it was a lot of short execs with late showers backstabs. Have they got more in their arsenal? Are they prepped against what Gen G are going to bring out here? This is a must-win map for them.
GILAKKK feeling the heat now and the pressure from that one. Bundle of util be going to be used. Trailblazer holding his ground just for a moment. Baits it out the shots, but he does get the info that he was after.
Oh, Ten's taking the ult up there when I think he was aiming to pick up Wingman.
I'll be happy with both.
Yeah, didn't get punished for either. Gen G are so happy to follow the noise and trust the read with their defensive rotates. This is such a key thing when you watch them. They stack sites like nobody's business. You've got to run fakes against them. And now, Trailblazer coming down short, trip broken, that starts to pull Texture away. But only for a moment. He realizes there's nothing following it, and they trust their gut and stay on B.
30 seconds.
It's so difficult to sell a fake against these guys.
30 seconds left.
But I think Sen have just about managed it. The B control actually turning into the fake, looking to commit down short again. And I said, these 4-1 execs, they were bread and butter for Sen.
Mutia, is he going to be spotted? He's playing deep tucked inside that smoke, and he could again be the difference maker. Guarding, body of Wingman, orbs picked and placed back up. Plant down here for Sentinels. It's all about how he gets played into the post, but Meteor, he was spotted out. Wide into the smoke, Nade flushing him into the back of the side. He is down and low, but hopefully a heal online, potentially there still. to hold down onto this ground here for Sentinels, in through lamps, and Gen.G, they are methodical in the nature, the way that they approach a lot of these retake situations. It all comes down to the minutiae, these tiny little details. Flooding now, front of the site, shots found and kills finally online.
Sabar nanya kalau kayak perek. Oh yang kemarin. Kemarin rusuh. Gak bisa santai. Perek kemarin. Kayaknya Genji yang menang. Kayaknya Genji yang menang.
So clutch. These shots are unbelievable towards the end. Defending every different avenue.
Tajam banget ini aimnya anjir. Sky.
Lakia himself said in a recent interview with Pedro Romero that his biggest mistake in his career was joining DRX, then known as Vision Strikers, after having that success in his first Masters event.
That is gold.
Yeah, imagine that.
Gold.
And now he's overtaken that team that he ended up joining, having more success here in a grand finals.
Pencil off the charge, but Sentinels is a great charge out wide and open. Look at the volley, the damage all combined and collected. Rallied into it. Gen.G obviously favoured. He's got the spike and he's in their spawn.
It's a weird one.
It is a really strange one.
Actually, if Karen ends up going down, although I don't see how he possibly could.
Not with the judge, surely not.
Anjir, kena mati. Nice.
Okay, just understands the timings
Lu
inherently.
kenapa malah dukung Genji?
Left on Zekken.
I knew his backside. Call being made from his teammate. Second. Earns himself a plant at least here. Really. Many opportunities for him to win it out. It'll have to be a bundle of mishaps and mistakes here from Gen.G to really topple this one. So.
These are just the consequences of Gen.G winning a beautiful
Ada waktu gitu
They get themselves up to 8.
Ada ya waktu buat itu dulu.
Lucky is going to take the defuse. He's now only 2 away from getting Seekers online. They know that Karen saved the judge into this as well.
Jangan lupa beli katanya. Beli bundle Sen.
Normally that's going to be Munchkin's job, defending onto Hookah. And when I was watching Gen.G playing Pacific on defense, they loved to push. Not in a coordinated early round manner, but just looking for those mid-round timings, trying to abuse the fact that on bind, teams don't tend to be as spread across the map, watching everything all the time. Of course, Sen's comp doesn't have the Cypher to be able to rely on. Those trips are not going to be there in market, so if anybody finds the mid-round push timings, they're good for it. And it is Munchkin looking to cover Hookah, while Karen picks up short.
Sentinels.
Clearly aware that Munchkin likes to play that aggressively. I think this side is where we've seen weaknesses from Munchkin before, but he also loves to take fights so much that if he's on fire as he has been today, and he was in their last match, he could easily be the win condition for their team, in fact.
Gen.G looking like they're calling for a reclear in through Hookah, so they're going to get information pretty rapidly at least.
But Bren, if the judge wasn't in Hookah, where else is it going to be other than short?
Now they're walking right into it. Caron. Too much util. The dog doesn't clear him, but he does break it anyway. Kill trip.
Dapat kepalanya dong.
Good adjustment in the end, but Tense does return that fire. Now flash blinded. Texture still only for a moment. Sen's line and 8. Now there's 45 seconds here for Sen. Collect yourself and cool down your senses. Enough for potential pivot to a different area, but they've committed the smokes. They want to know what his last play is. That Texture. What is that? Pulling away. Trip's still not dealt with. Lighting these players up. Yet John QT is right there again. TP through. That was only Zelsis.
Judge Gaming.
Bonus from Gen.G finally. Full committal. But they're going to be walking again into Munchkin. Never losing his ground here. Always holding on to this space. And now Meteor doubled up.
Wah, dibantai nih.
This
Pas
could be
turun.
nasty. This could be brutal.
Tuh kan. Tuh kan.
Just have such an immaculate
Di sandwich.
every position, every scenario. It's all
Sama 2 orang.
It's these defensive rotations again, Brent. Gen.G are so
Turunnya
far ahead of
berjamaah.
it. Sen think that they've got the timing to be able to go through the teleport like that. Gen.G have already got Meteor not just over towards B, but already set up a crossfire with Munchkin. And beautiful little bait
Iya
play
rapi.
there. Munchkin letting himself be seen first and dragging them into Meteor's crossfire.
Maju juga enggak salah maju.
You would call it over-rotating if it wasn't winning
Mereka
so
mainnya
often.
defend banget.
They have such a trust
Enggak kayak itu Perek.
this nade to push Texture away from his position.
Perek maju banget.
Right on top of the
Barbar.
satchel. Second setup now with this Bucky forward position, but Meteor. Oh, Meteor. Oh, what a snap to the side. What's the wrist breaker there from Sassy, and hello. What a time to come alive here for Sentinels. Much needed, much anticipated now. Texture trying to dodge and juke that timing here. Entertainment onto Lakia. Is back to all of them, chasing them down, hunting them down. Sassy wants even more, offloading the seekers. Why not a winnable spot, a winnable position? Keron all alerted to the presence, but he picks up the rifle almost with the pre-fire. Still 2 versus 4. Spike has to get planted here, so Sentinels will at least earn that.
Everybody on Sen inside lamps. It's a really unusual post-plant position.
Gaps to be played within. Sentinels cannot let this one slip, not after losing previous gun round, not after losing most of the scenarios where they had that advantage. Thrash off that tap. Satchel over the top here, and a seek to punish. There it is. Texture, last one left, last one alive through the box. Nade, burnt again.
Sama satu orang, 2 mati.
Trying to play this one just with a little bit of intelligence. And John gets that information.
And
a shot to the head. Thrifty here. MasterCard well earned.
What a timing for it too. Definitely felt like Gen.G was running away with this game. And this is a must-win map for Sen. This is where they felt
Di copy dulu bang, biar nggak ngantuk.
all of the maps they could have gone to. And as the desk was mentioning earlier, they're kind of playing for the 3-1, hoping they don't even need to get to Icebox. Incredible shots being hit there, and Sassy on fire here on Bind. We expect to see those a little more, I think, from the Gen.G players. But here it is.
Great time.
Texture with an operator looking down B long.
Yeah. He's got himself onto a really nice forward angle.
Ketularan narik yang kemarin.
Key and essential here for Sentinels, but they don't have anything concrete to clear it out. Look, even the Dizzy just clears it. Jump spot from second was really out wide, but giving up that space.
Biar menarik lah.
Such a heavy premium
Pukul-pukul meja.
both B long and showers. Even got the cam set up. Munchkin willing to hold it down.
KM.
Yeah, and they've actually not really heard much on either
Iya
side.
ngeri.
Caron goes for the gamble over towards B.
Di luar ekspektasi.
I'm interested. Munchkin didn't quite find the timing to take a duel, but he's now tucked in a position, going to get cleared by that flash.
Yeah, certainly should be. Zekken eager to take the fight there with a boombot just right behind him.
Asyara Sapni.
Of Munchkin.
Karen's back immediately over towards A. So there's still 3 players defending this.
But only 30 seconds.
Rapi banget.
Sent flying over the top now as well. Trying to take the space. It's only 10 and he's left alone to his own devices. So for the rest of his team here with only 25 seconds. That's a
Belum
spike down on top of
terkalahkan.
it. Needs to be heroics and it needs to be masterful play at that. Munchkin almost going down to the stray.
Rata-rata korban Gen.G semua yang
Overwhelming
kemarin.
aggression from Gen.G. Full lockdown in approach and play. And seconds dwindling down to nothing. It's Gen.G up to 10.
Kuat banget
The
anjir.
stack, the
Yang mati
crossfire,
satu doang.
way too much for Sen to deal
Dari
with.
Gen.G.
And not just that, Gen.G fighting close. Not trying to hold into backside and rely on the fact that, you know, they'll give Sen the play and try to push through smokes or anything like that. They fought almost even before Meteor was taking contact from the short trips. Look, they pick off tens here. They're looking to try to fight them in short. They mollied off showers as well, so Zekken couldn't help. They picked that apart and fought aggressively. There's a really interesting quote from HSK actually during another interview where he said that Gen.G tries to make the plays that other teams would hesitate to make. That's a very conscious thing that they've come into this year trying to do.
Daripada kita
We are gonna
ngendok-ngendok
try
mati.
to be the team that picks that timing and fights you.
Aku dukung. Aku dukung Sen. Karena kalian Gen.G pasti.
Look at the rotates, Brent. Look at the rotates.
Biar ini, biar
It's less than 10
seimbang.
seconds into the round, and they're planning to find
Iya, kita ngendok-ngendok banget. Pakai shotgun mati. Ente bang.
They found an advantage, but it's about converting it now into a round win.
And they've got an inkling that there's a ton of players here stacking the site, but they're not fast enough to pull the trigger and go for the rotate
YOLO
through the
banget
teleport,
pengguna
which
res.
would have been a play to open up
Yang
the A
penting
site for a free
maju.
plant. They found themselves that player advantage.
Nice
Now
try.
Gen G, with the players stacked, looking to re-explore.
Oh man, look at this call to contact re-clear. Are they going to be ready with the rifle play? It needs to be online. It is Sentinels. Clean sweep there, out towards
Kenapa
it.
harus
Forces Gen G
maju?
out to the open. That slight pause keeps them alive for now. And it was really necessary.
Udah benar-benar ngendok bagus.
Gen G up to 11. The economy just been dwindling. Sentinels getting rocked left, right, and center.
But what is this? The timing on that dizzy. It just blinds Lucky
it's a 1
right. Yeah. Well, he was 1 HP, I think, after he went through the Viper wall as well. Yeah, so just
Ketularan.
caught down extraordinarily low. And the crowd here behind Sentinels, willing them forward.
Kalau Genji menang berarti
Sentinels are winning.
scene
They're not at all. Again,
kompetitif
Gen G have
Halo
5 players
improve.
That's
Maksudnya
fast,
apa?
though. Second. It's in front of the snake bite as well. A little bit of damage, almost a kill onto Lackey. It's good damage. It's going to be permanent. There's no heal online. At least he can't heal himself. Now the Trailblazer for the re-clear. Munchkin, you can't be calling for that one again. He just goes down with it.
Yeah.
Masih
and these
aja
are the
mau
times when
ngepick.
Munchkin ends up getting punished, and it's looked rough for Gen G. We haven't seen very much of it. Munchkin's been playing a superb game, but
Oh, regional apa bisa sering
Sen
diremehkan.
have taken full advantage. There's 3 players very close to key ultimates as well. Though the orb is
Oh,
not here.
sekarang jadi naik tahta gitu.
Sen put another pause in the round, maybe hoping that Gen G would do another exploration. They've got to be cautious about Texture's ultimate and Garon's. for that matter.
Patch.
The more they let the time click, the more that those ults could just win it for Gen G.
John's just waiting for the fuel here, just to prop both of it up, make sure he can clear some of this util. Trip. Spotted and broken. Not be pulling any of the Gen G players away. It looks like positioning is being shifted. No.
Oh,
Still
Vera.
clear of Texture. He's happy to hold this.
Berak mandulin itu, mandulin hoki.
To him another trip. This time. Noise pressure on either side. The TP rotation is now core with 20 seconds left. Guess what?
Terlalu barbar.
What about
Karon's ult?
Karon's ult, yeah, it's not really going to be handled here at all. And that's going to be sending it out with Wingman. He's going to be broken. No!
Roster Genji tahun ini emang gila, apalagi kedatangan tekstur. Yang ngeri.
A must win for Sentinels. Must
Ngeri
win
banget.
indeed. The flank. Fast wrap around, flanks on, flanks Lakia. Punished for it. At least recognizing Sen, the weaknesses of their own compositions, but is immediately answered and evened back out.
Celsius got
Even
ult.
so, advantage now for Gen G here with the ult. That's the first tap, but he's waiting for the second
Oh,
point. Karen's fast
gitu.
onto him. Karen's fast onto him.
Jadi tidak
Already
diremehkan.
approaching, expecting that position, and he just has to let it rip anyway before anybody even taps.
Ya udah, aku
Gen G
pegang
so
Persib.
fast with the moves, yet Sentinels shut it down.
Aku pilih Persib.
The tension in those kind of rounds when it gets down to a post plant is
Sama
palpable.
nih, sama Persikab.
Sentinels were so close to major ults getting online. And I think if Celsius hadn't found the kill to be able to get his off, there was
Persib
more
batu
chance of
jelas.
the round was going towards Gen G.
Nanti ada palonya Persib.
Kills towards the end.
Jarisainya warna biru.
Gen G forced to take a timeout. Their first of this map.
Belum.
Frankly, it might
Baru
be the
kalah satu kali.
best that we've seen. I'm not sure whether they threw one in on Breeze.
It's certainly a rarity. You don't see him often.
Iya,
Calling for that
dua-duanya,
timeout, cool down in the play
dua-duanya
here, because
cocok
this is
buat jadi
Sentinels
pemenang.
actually making a very decent go of it. Yes, you know, they
Kecuali
won
Per.
here and there, a couple of half-buy rounds when the economy wasn't too good, but that was, you know, full-on gunplay
Per
occurring.
jelek banget anjir.
Remember though that this should be the map where Sentinels are the most favored, and they're still behind by 1 round.
Mud-mudan mainnya.
Even though they're favored in the next due to the economy advantage.
Sekarang,
It's
kalau
not clean sailing
kemarin-kemarin
here, not by
bagus.
any means. Gen G fighting for every inch of this, not willing to give up any of these maps that they so carefully selected. Now, in terms of what Gen G are going to be talking about in the timeout here, I think it's going to be about those defensive rotations. They've been stacking the opposite site to the lurk. So when John QT goes and puts pressure and breaks that trip, if it doesn't feel like an exec down short, they still keep players on B. And this time, John
nggak
QT
apa-apa.
took the space and
Aku
called
nggak
for the
nyalain
rotate over.
monetisasi.
So that's kind of the opposite, I think, of what Gen
Dan
G
nanti
were
juga nggak
expecting.
bakalan
It's
aku
possible that
publikin
Solo and
videonya.
HSK are just addressing that and coming up with a slight
Streamingnya.
variation in how they play the defense. We'll have to keep an eye.
Kemarin aku libur. Tadinya mau 1 minggu.
Might just earn it himself, he does, with him dropping
Tadinya
Sen
mau
to the
1
spectator
minggu.
seat. He's
Tapi tanggung ini pengen nonton.
Wonder about what went wrong there. Now it is explosive second through and out to the elbow position. Spraying down texture. This is explosive into the back of the side. They try and stand their ground, but they can't hold their candle. Not against the weapons.
Di comeback bang.
Huge one, clean one. Sentai the game up. And those ults that were close to being able to be put online a couple of rounds ago. Where
Liburan. Enggak, bukan liburan. Istirahat. Istirahat dulu.
If they're able to lean on those, it will knock the Gen.G economy once more. And the game, which Gen.G had under some level of control, will start spiraling away.
Comeback manis. Gak tahu nih.
The stack, 3 players over towards B to start.
Dua-duanya
Very committed position.
emang cocok jadi pemenang, bingung.
Close tucked here. Sentinels.
I mean, this is looking like you thrashed to try to put pressure on people, yeah. And Zekken follows it up.
Mosh and Seekers with a thrash on top, like you said, Josh here, sending it flying. Zekken is eager for the engagement, even more so, spots it out, Munchkin. First one to fall, fills up that feed for them nicely here, but Gen.G might even look to just try and fight back with a pit down. Something has to really dislodge this one here, maybe even a few straight.
Nanti 4 hari lagi. 4 hari lagi fokus streaming.
They didn't plant though.
Sekarang kadang
Gen.G are taking elbow control in the meantime.
Might work against them because it has cut off these angles and the core mate to
kalau
contact.
capek libur.
Through with the flash as well. On top of it, it comes down to how can they win these kills out? Second, as the Wrangle the Beast that is.
Sekarang tanggal berapa? 24. 25.
Feels like almost the first time here in this series. I'm sure it's not, but they get that lead, at least by 1.
Kalau Pupi, aku libur. Nanti tanggal 1 aku fokusin lagi. Hai Kacang. Halo. Ya, di comebackin. Cuk kurang oge naon katanya tuh. 11-10. Masih aja nge-pick itu si Laki anjir. Niatnya mau ngambil itu kayaknya. Ngambil out.
They're so apt to take risks in these rounds that have paid off well in the series so far.
Clearly ignoring Hookah. It's a smart call as well. You don't want to walk into those shotguns, but the trips close will cause some issues here.
Celsius has just used all 3 of his smokes, one I believe, to drop off Hookah, so they've got to commit while these smokes are up.
Fine with a trip
above
the top of it here. Second satchel now to see the 4 position. Will meet you down. Really no more danger. Sentinels.
2 lagi.
They are steady as anything here.
BTW emang waktu stream malam kah? Gaya juga sih kalau setiap malam stream. Iya, emang aku malam terus. Kalau siang gak enak. Suasananya gak enak. Tidak santai. Bang, aku sendirian. Pakai serif.
Just gonna save and take this time to address with his team what the
Yolain
game
aja
is
sih.
once rifles get online.
Mau nge-save serif nggak worth it.
This is crunch time. Gen.G need 2 in a row to just drag this to
Siang
overtime.
tuh kalau panas bikin mager. Iya, jaringan juga jaringan buruk. Jaringannya.
There is still a chance for Gen.G to get back into this one.
Tidak santai.
Recent rounds have all gone the way of Sen. A reminder though that they did it by using ultimates.
Paling agak malaman.
Second pops the showstopper to
Jam
be able to get
10,
into big.
jam 11.
Do they actually need an adjustment? Wow. Not just the save for Munchkin
Sampai
to talk.
pagi.
Now a timeout called, the second of the
Kalau
match.
dulu dari jam 10
A bit of input
sampai jam
But Bren, what
setengah
I'm saying here
4-an.
is, yes, it's been 5 in a row for Sentinels, but crucial rounds have been
panjang
won off the
banget.
back of ultimates. And Sen do not have
Tiba-tiba ya
access to those
Pupi.
anymore. I mean, they're one away from getting Seekers back up because Sassy is frying. But I think Gen.G's game plan has not necessarily been the issue so much as them fighting an uneven war.
Finally, there's going to be a bit of that parity even guns on Genji's side. Sentinels running out of those ultimates.
Aku mending
You're
main
right. I mean, you're right on the money in terms of just talking about the game plan for Genji.
Genshin
It hasn't really been going amiss.
atau
Just been
ini
getting ran over, steamrolled
Honkai
almost by
Star ya,
just that sheer ult economy that's just been
atau
generating
punishing
constant
Repan
Sentinels, but it has run out. And Genji have to
buat
put a
game
stop to it
kedua
here if they
selain
want to stop
Valorant.
Sentinels on their map pick.
Yeah, no, we're talking about it running out, but Sassy
Atau
could certainly play
ini
for the showers.
toram
It looks
online.
like Sen are set up for a fast showers take. And unless Meteor's able to pull off some magic, because he's going to be vastly
Atau ini
outnumbered.
PUBG.
Seekers are going to be online, surely.
What have you got up your
Kamu juga
sleeve
main.
here? Team needs some magic.
Tapi aku gak punya ini.
You need it
Gak
now.
punya
He's backing
pukulan.
away. It's just that aggressive cam.
He's been putting that there a lot, though.
Udah lama gak
We've
main
already
karena
seen
gak
that in a
dapet
couple of
pukulan.
post-match situations. Sen are going to know.
Malah
Could
dikasih
trigger
ini.
some kind of showers crunch, though.
Dikasih apa ya?
Gotta be a bit
Lupa lagi.
cautious. Look, Tens, Zekken, ready to
Dikasih
punish the players that
Neko
might come
gitu.
through the teleport, using Sassy as bait. And now they walk forward, get Seekers online.
Hai Ser.
Texture. Close.
Hai,
Up
Ser
onto
aja.
the angle. Dog broken. Boombot as the first layer of contact.
Munchkin
Belum
is
download
switching off
tapi.
Sassy.
Is Munchkin, and he's been
Berapa
doing
ke
this at
sekarang?
least in the
Kalau download
qualifiers.
ulang
It could be a
berapa?
punishable element. They have to be aware of it.
25,
Gaps in the
30.
play for Sentinels, and it looks like Celsius is seemingly clearing most of this, but they've left that tiny window.
These are slow rotates. Zekken, though, making a
Nanti
little bit
aja
of noise.
bandar lagi.
Munchkin's going to make the call. Look at these
Oh.
rotates from Genji.
Mending
All
nanti
come in,
pas update ya
beating the
downloadnya.
rotate.
No way.
Kelar
Heading
update.
into B.
Flooding back
Biar
in.
enggak
And
2 kali
Munchkin
download.
has not overplayed his hand. Make
Anjir,
sure
40.
he just feeds the info his team needs. And what a call this is.
Gets the hell
Tower
out.
Fantasy
30
aja
seconds.
sekarang
It's going to
70.
be a full committal straight into the more out wide. They're not expecting it. Genji players holding their ground, rooted and steered into
Naruhodo.
place, but they're willing to just fight tooth and nail. Spike drop down, Molly's at the feet. Nobody can advance. Nobody can step over the line. There's going to have to be those shots. Going to have to be a firepower. But again, is it enough? Is it enough? It's not.
Anjir,
Meteoric from
ngeri
Meteor himself.
amat Meteor.
And what a call by Munchkin, man. We saw him go for those
Oh,
sudden
kalau
pushes
download nggak
all
segitu.
throughout Pacific.
Berapa?
Often getting
Oh,
punished
itu tuh
for them,
40
but
tuh.
played this one to perfection.
Udah di ini.
Sentinels have got to be scratching their heads
Udah
after that.
jadinya.
How on earth,
Filenya.
when we were fairly quiet the whole way over towards
File
B
jadi.
and had made noise throughout showers, how did they get the read? How did they know?
Let's go.
Incredible play from Munchkin without really even
Oh,
popping up on the kill
itu.
feed.
Kayaknya 30 ya, 25-an. 25-30-an mungkin ya.
The defense side rotates from Munchkin are just phenomenal, and to make that play and just push the very boundary of what
PUBG
you can
gimana
get away
PUBG?
with in a round that now makes this
PUBG.
possible, that we could be heading to
PUBG
overtime.
Steam.
That's why Senna calling this time out here. It's the last one that they've got, at least in regulation, and they
Tapi
understand the
belum
importance
bisa
of the
ini.
round.
Belum
Don't
bisa
wanna go to OT,
kompetitif.
not against Genji.
Harus
Oh, they've been
bayar
making
dulu.
these adaptations over time and correcting
Mamang
towards it.
kreator.
And not just that, Brent, we
Saya
were
sih
talking a
buri.
lot about the ults being on the
Aku
side of
baik.
Sentinels. Oh, now the coin is
Kamu
flipped.
gimana? Baik.
Right, Munchkin still has access to that Viper's Pit. Caron, one away from being able to get an orbital strike online.
Selamat hari
These are
Ramadan.
ultimates that in the middle of a round can change the flavor of what's happening dramatically.
Kok hari? Bulan.
Gonna start the stack on A with 4 players. What a gamble to push them through into OT.
4-1 setup. Don't see it. Looks like they're going to try and set up Munchkin for that deep pit
Iya,
through
udah
main
setahun.
choke, and he is going to layer it down. Needs to be defended in time, but here's that showers fight. Molly drop down. Genji walking, Genji walking, but losing the fight. Initially, it's up to Lakia.
Emang udah setahun.
The short player away, the short players, and Lakia comes up.
Emang udah setahun.
You're joking. Getting away with murder.
They just
PUBG
flipped in an
belum
instant.
pernah main.
Genji not happy to just sit inside
Dulu
the
kan
pit.
bayar.
Push
Iya
outside
dulu
of it.
bayar, sekarang
Tries to
gratis.
get a kill.
Tapi tetap aja
Falls
bayar
short.
kalau main kompetitifnya, kayak main
Outrageous
ranknya.
decision from Munchkin
Yang
and the
gratis
Genji
itu
coaches
main
coming out and
casual.
sends tack timeout. And now funneling the final
overtime.
2 survivors straight into these trip setups.
Mungkin.
This just looks absolutely brutal for Sen to deal with.
Dire straights. Not only the trips, got to worry about Caron's ult, denying. Meteor himself as well. He's just tucked Safe position. But out wide, there won't be any punish onto these trips, but they're not going to walk into it anyway. It's just concealed, but that TP through Munchkin.
They just
He's
know.
just got to read. I mean, they just know. Now with the camera, spotted it all. Look at that. Keron sends it and splits them up. For OT, all the way here. Genji not going to be denied it at all. John QT dropping to the floor. And let's go again, shall we?
Overtime, Bang.
There's a perfect
Sampai
example.
besok.
I mean, look, let's
Mainnya sampai besok ini.
Second and Zelsis trying to hold the push and just got minced.
Berharap banget benar-benar sampai game 5 biar sahur ada tontonan. Iya, kayaknya aku jam 2:30 aja udah kelar. Besok sampai hari Selasa. Puasa tahun kemarin nungguin. Oh yes, puasa tahun kemarin. Oh iya bener ya. Udah 1 tahun. Puasa tahun kemarin mana apa ya aku. Oh iya bener mantap ya. Aku pengen sih download lagi. Cuma 70 anjir. 70 GB guys. Update-nya males banget. Masa update-nya 25 GB guys.
Karen's got one smoke to play with. You can smoke off heaven, you can have somebody watch over towards pipes.
5 game.
Making a decision here. They're slowing down and they're kind of trapped.
Waiting for Munchkin.
Yes, but what is Munchkin really gonna do? Tens is on a great angle.
Mending download. Ya tapi nggak tahu sih. Udah launcher berapa?
It's an off angle at that.
I just don't see how Munchkin clears this.
Wang-wang sesemi.
Spoils it for Munchkin here, Tens.
Ada banyak karakter baru sekarang. Pengen main lagi. Walaupun ketinggalan weaponnya. Enti bang. Kalau menang Sentinel 1-1.
Rare moment of hesitation, I think, from Genji there. Munchkin clearly wanted to take matters into his own hands and was hoping that Genji
Dulu sempat nyicip telet sampai 2 hari nggak tidur, tapi ternyata tidak seseru. Kalau Heiser beda sih. Heiser gamenya tipenya ke cerita gitu, story. Game dermawan. Barebot boom.
It's integral. The overall map pool in this best of 5 grand final.
Lebih ke santai. Heiser. Cuman ngadu mekaniknya kurang.
Brent Munchkin's in a really committed position here at hookah. I don't see how he dodges Boombot Dizzy.
Here it is. He's out wide anyway.
Mainnya gak bisa lama-lama lagi. Boring.
How are you doing something like that, Munchkin? The 2 best players arguably on Sentinels put down like nothing.
Finds that timing before the utility's used perfectly. This is gonna get scrappy though because they
butuh game penyegaran.
They're not content with just playing
sekelas ini. Sekelas Genshin.
Bullets raining through TP Cortex.
Oh, chaos.
Here's the reinforcements. Here's the whole bloody team. Everybody joining the fight and the fray. Fast rotation.
Yeah, game santai. Bangin Jul. Halo. Welcome, welcome.
A rare mistake as well from Genji. They haven't got the plant down.
Sassy hears the noise cues, but he just pre-fires and guesses incorrectly.
Lama banget ngeplan.
Still not willing to give up that space, but finally here, Mazaus is out in the but still the kill found 2v2, running and gunning to just retreat and cover that section. Now the defuse, Meteor sticking all the way. Spray down half earned, but that will be it.
Enti bang.
Even it up 1-2-1.
Babang Genji.
And I said it was necessary.
Satu sama.
It certainly was necessary.
Ngeri bang, ngeri.
To the elation of the crowd, Sen.
Udah. Main game dulu.
But they do it at the final moment, converting a
sambil nungguin. Ya sampai sahur. Prediksi aku sampai jam 4-an. Sampai jam 4-an mungkin. Main apa ya? Ih, juga bodong. Nyam. Tunggu. Sambil nungguin. Ayo boleh, sini. Kamu rank apa? Kalau rank silver aku pakai akun apa ya? Ada yang ranknya itu kecil. Ada yang iron. Pakai akun yang utama kah ya? Iya, Sui Play. Ayo. Sambil nungguin. Ranknya bronze. Akun kedua kah, Kazoki? Ayo kita mabar. Aku ada rank iron. Ada yang lain gold malah platinum dua-duanya. Aku niat mau nurunin ke silver malah naik ke bawah serius. Tahu nggak musuhnya apa? Musuhnya diamond anjir. Diamond sama ini sama scam. Masih skill aku kebaca kayak gitu. Tidak bisa dong. Kalau cepat. Wawawi. Pakai lagu ini, lagu si Wang mana sih? Lagu Wang.
Between you and me, Silver, there's nowhere they can hide.
Sorry, Cyber. Nah ini. Dong. Gamenya Valorant. Musiknya musik tower fantasi.
Careful here.
Spike planted.
Anjir.
Still in sight.
No more.
Enemy spotted B. Cutting their vision. Out of charge. One enemy remaining.
Oh, nice.
Shot down. Shot down.
Anjir. Malah mati.
You out, Sage. Well, I got a...
You're mine right now.
You're mine right now.
Scanning ahead.
Careful here.
My ultimate's ready. Here. We can take it out tonight.
Enemy spotted B. Still in sight.
Come on, let's go!
Cutting their vision. One enemy remaining.
Nice.
You were barely worth the effort. And here.
Find them again. Kill them again.
There. Taking point. Thanks. Nope. No. Thanks.
Scanning ahead. Camera taken out.
Aduh, anjir. Oh.
Bomb buddy out. Spike planted.
Itu nembak kemana sana?
Get out of here.
Oh, nice.
Shame. Love explosion.
Ada yang nanya kemana lagi?
Last round before the switch.
Spend it now, or it's gone.
Reload.
Right here.
They don't have a chance.
I am the hunter!
Cutting their vision.
Aduh.
Satchel out.
Satchel out.
Watch your eyes! Careful now.
Final place.
Last player standing.
You will not kill my allies! I'm pissed!
Nice try.
Switching sides.
Raze, plug me into the tunes, yeah? I know you got the good stuff.
Reload him.
Let's flush them out. Reloading. Enemy spotted A. In sight.
Reloading.
Aduh, lama banget.
Cutting their vision.
Reload him. Found them. Reload.
Battle out. Got one. Our spike's down. Spike down A. Last player standing.
Anjir. Ganti. Bisa muter the best. Kamu beli nggak Kak Justo?
Charges check. Break.
Ini pisaunya main prick. Pisaunya main prick. Oh, tidak main. Mainnya apa?
Time to blow up that Yoruziko. Battle out. Grenade. Reloading. On my mark. Careful here.
Reload. Reload him. Scanning ahead.
Enemy spotted B.
Got him.
Oh, banyak.
Reload him.
Enemy spotted. Still in sight. Last player standing.
Anjir.
Spike down B.
Terbantai. Oh, main Mobile Legends. Aku nggak main. Nggak bisa mainnya. Nggak bisa main Mobile Legends. Nggak ngerti.
My eyes will
Udah mulai? Oke. Makasih Kak Leji.
My old friend.
carrier is killed.
Spike down A.
Goblok.
I have the spike.
Barbar kali.
Player standing.
Ayamku busuk sama aku juga nih.
One dead.
Busuk ayam.
One enemy
Aduh.
remaining.
My ultimate. Where is everyone hiding?
Nanti bang. Darah dia masih banyak.
Match point.
Match
I
point.
can't see them yet. I can feel them getting ready.
The hunt begins.
There.
My eyes are down.
Fall back. Fall back.
There they are.
Fall back. Going A.
Our spike carrier is killed.
Spike down mid.
I have retrieved the spike.
Who's next?
Going A.
The spike.
Hi! I'm pissed! Feeling safe. Last player standing.
Anjir. Ngeri amat itu neonya.
Camera taken out.
Ih, cepet banget anjir. Neonya. tinggal OTW pulang tahu-tahu kalah.
Defenders
Genji
win.
padahal terakhir masih unggul. Hah? Masih unggul. Dua-duanya sengit. Sengit dua-duanya. Mau lanjut kah? Lanjut nonton. Iya, tadi dibain. Mau lanjut nonton. Ayo.
Giving up for it, hand and tag.
Yeah, but it did onto Tens, who was thinking about using Paranoia.
Name of the game here for Gen G. Players waiting, Zekken. Too much to account for here. Wow, still gets out and still has a dash as well. In fact, can he use it? Yes, opts for it. Can't hit it with the readjustment there still. Now he nails it. But he's hitting the wall. Texture though, he's so rapid. Look at this guy. He's all the way up into heaven, but he is going to be shut down in the end. John QT. Good awareness from that one. It's about trying to keep up with the tempo. Can't let Gen G
Enak banget ya tuh orang main.
GILAKKK, sole survivor. One shot left for Zekken. Shot dart. Pushes him out.
Great punish.
Dihajatin.
Wants to make a go of it.
GILAKKK has been astoundingly clutch, but he's not going to get anything
Enti
this
bang.
time. Celsius
Enti bang Genji.
shuts it down. What a round from Zekken with the operator in hand.
Oh yeah.
When we saw him play against Paper X, barely pulled out the op on defense actually. Mostly rifling, mostly going for those defensive aggression plays. Now he's just allowing
Dia
people
kan
to walk
ngeri
into
banget
it,
itu
or just
apinya.
reposition onto some of these angles too, playing around the utility very well. Bit of a question mark for me, honestly, how Zekken was going to play with the op. We saw him absolutely dominate on this map, but like I said, mostly with the rifle. He's looking very good to open here.
Hello, jump spot.
Iya,
Good chance.
lagi gacor.
Anticipated texture. What the hell is that? Ferrari peak.
That's amazing though.
Coba aja kalau sama Kangkang. Mati tuh orang.
Oh, through, and he gets the punish there onto Celsius, looking for that information inside the smoke. One of his own making. Drone clears through, and now he can just retreat back into the site tucked. What a play by Gen G.
Incredible from both of those players, Texture and Caron. Now Sen got more than they bargained with. Gonna play a disadvantage retake.
And they got on off. Very difficult.
Nothing to write home about here.
No, Gen G should really be
You
in an advantage
are
position. Yet
powerless.
Texture goes down close. Quarters action for Meteor. Action
Anjir,
indeed, but it does
Odin.
go down to the follow through.
Odin gaming.
Sassy anticipating it. The reflank now, just a reclear into mid, and now regrouping up here for Sentinels.
3 lawan 3 nih.
Done, but so is still on the opposite side. Zekken. You respond with that one. Need to deal with these players though. Anchoring tucked, close Caron. He's gone. GILAKKK. Hunter's Fury available. Indecisive though in terms of how he wants to play this one. Sassy's just sticking this, and it is watched. Get down, Mr. President.
Hindi ba?
Sentinels. I mean, pulling that one out of nowhere. I'm not gonna lie. Player disadvantage with the up ready. You shouldn't be winning
Menurutmu
retakes.
skin Radiant Entertain yang
Zekken again,
Street
who actually
Fighter
finds
bagus
2
nggak?
kills. One by peeking heaven, if I'm not
Bagus
mistaken, and
aja.
the other,
Unik.
they throw a
Yang
recon
mana
dart
yang
that forces a swing,
yang Bulldog
and he gets this kill
atau
kind
ini
of for free,
Phantom?
but good awareness.
Kalau menurut aku
That
sih
is bonkers that they turned that
Phantom
one
masih
around,
bagusan
especially when GILAKKK had
champion.
the Hunter's Fury to work with towards the end there. You're right, it really did seem like he wanted to set up a shock dart play or the Hunter's Fury and just realized I have to swing
Iya,
this.
retake Sentinel bagus.
It's a tight turn.
Lagi hoki mungkin.
Still danger though.
Bulldog.
Gonna be stopping.
Kalau Bulldog sih mending
Out of here, but
ngambil ini.
it's a knife on either side, so there's no util to
Mending
flush him out of that
ngambil
spot. Finally, they get their abilities back online.
Araxis.
Out of dodge. While all this has been
Araxis
going on, Gen
bagus.
G happy to take that B main control. We're gonna try and set up GILAKKK.
Bagus Araxis.
Yeah, looking to just try to farm the ult orb, Meteor one away.
Atau ini.
It's
Yang
entirely
mana?
possible that they're playing for that. Second pushed away. They know there's no
Bulldog yang
op
robot
towards
itu.
A.
Lupa lagi namanya.
Texture clears out the entirety of
Bagus
B main.
itu.
This is going to
Paranoia.
allow, I think, Meteor to get his ult online. They might really
Yang
want to
bisa
go for this
ngomong.
with the lockdown.
Consider it.
What is going on here, though? Gen G retreating away, but they haven't picked up the orb.
Iya,
So they
protokol
can't use the
bagus.
lockdown to fake
Cuman
towards
mahal.
A. They just got some kind of read here.
2.400.
And to some degree, they're correct. Second was hoping towards mid. Now he's picked up heaven.
Hampir sama kayak naga.
Just sees the barrel. Oh my goodness, what a time
Ya,
for the ult.
Jir lagi ulti.
Wait, nice. Now Texture,
Kasian
weak
banget.
as anything, declawed in the mix. Has to back away and hide.
That might have been based off a flash that Munchkin threw over towards A. Are they expecting this on B?
Does that a sword?
Look at the minimap.
What the hell is going on here?
Emang ada di Anten Ten murah kah? Mahal, 2.900, hampir 3.000. Tapi menurut aku itu unik. Cuman masih belum termasuk bagus, unik doang. Selera ya. Ada yang bilang bagus karena udah terlanjur beli. Gak mau dibilang jelek. Biasa aja.
Break the door down, but both players blinded. That is perfection, immaculate placement. Meteor with 32 health, and nothing but dreams will be fading
Inti
away.
bang.
The Sentinels win a rather scrappy turnabout round.
I've been praising the macro from Gen G all match, but that one
Udah mahal.
boiled the carrots for too long. Now turned it into mush.
Iya, retake-nya ngeri.
I think they could have played it a little more simply. I mean, Munchkin almost gets an opportunity to get in there, but Zeka makes up for
Kepake
it.
banget itu.
Refight with the operator.
Phantom,
And he's frying, by the
Recon.
way. If you want to talk about individuals, Zeka's
Banyak banget yang pakai
just
di
as good as he did
turnamen.
when he played this map previously. And Texture's not really finding those
Sama ini
openings
Pandal
easily.
Overload, Pandal Overload, Pandal Prime. Banyak yang pakai. Berarti worth it buat dibeli. Sahur, Kariska sahur. Kabuaya sahur. Dulu nyari Bulldog protokol sama Roxys nggak pernah dapet. Akhirnya pas muncul Radiant Entertain, ya udah beli. Ya, tapi bagus. Bagus lah. Lumayan. Ultinya beda-beda kan. Siapa tahu kamu bosan. Ada 3 ini kan, 3 model. Main lah bagus.
Takes up that space, but he was blind as anything.
Ulti di situ.
A little bit delayed, but eventually getting that trade. Hunter's
Boya
Fury now
kalau
is being
sahur
used
pakai apa ya? Apa pakai kata-kata? Bukan. Boya sahur tinggal makan ini, makan ayam. Makan ayam 5 ekor tanpa dikunyah. Ya, inti bang. Bang Yesis. Sama sekarang lagi nyari Pandal sih. Ada saran nggak yang enak tuh? Tentu saja Prime. Menurut aku nih, ke-1 Prime, kedua Roxys, ketiga Overload. Satu Prime, udah murah, bagus lagi. Nggak malu-maluin. Tapi pasaran, tiap di kombe pasti ada. Pasti itu. Tapi nggak selalu ada ya. Kalau Reaper, Reaper itu zaman mana anjir? Itu mah skin legendaris. Buat Phantom Oni bagus. Cuman gampang bosan kayak Recon. Kalau Phantom mending protokol sih.
Karen could be in a position here where he just shoots them all in the back.
Yeah, reminiscent of Breeze. There was multiple scenarios where Sentinels
Prime Reaper sih the best. Iya bagus. Cuman Reaper skin ini skin fosil.
If you ult, you kind of have to just sit there and defend it.
Agent baru udah bisa hidup lagi kan? Ultinya kalau nggak salah.
He's not going to be detained from this spot. Here's it. Tekken
Udah, Kairin.
adjusting for that angle. Not even expecting it here. Now they have to worry about this crossfire setup, but JongQT is halved already. Onto that defuse. Sassy responds with the fire.
Iya, Arakis bagus.
Finally, shocked out, fired. Sassy
Arakis
tapping,
bagus.
forcing out wide again.
Kenapa bagus?
Lakia, this
Soalnya
time prevails.
nembaknya itu ada, jadi pelurunya itu kelihatan banget panjang. Pelurunya, ada pelurunya itu kelihatan beda sama senjata yang lain. Jarang lah, kelihatan banget arah pelurunya. Bener primordium jelek. Bagus ininya doang, suaranya doang. Suara pas nge-kill. Finisher lah, bagus finishernya doang. Primordium jelek. Menurut aku ya. Kalau buat Aim nih, buat Aim kamu nembak, feel-nya enak. Mending Prem. Nopal aja awalnya nggak bisa Aim. Pakai Prem jadi agak bagus. Agak mending nembaknya. Semenjak beli Prem dia.
Hoping to catch that proactive call. It's a great read. Celsius might just walk and wade right into it.
Iya, bagus.
Of a century, and look at that, the call to 3-2-1 peak it.
Tuh, overload bagus.
Right back at you.
Overload, preload.
He wants to make a go of it.
He's got two, but might be too little, too
Cuman
late.
lebih veteran
He might be able
Prem
to
menurut
get to
aku.
spawn at the right time to cut this off and get another for free.
Doesn't break the
Kalau
knife actually. Yes,
Reaper
and he's got the
itu
dash back online.
You just don't think logs here though. You just
kayak
never think
gimana,
about that.
fosil banget, udah lama banget.
Reactions and adjustment potentially there. Still close to the corner.
Udah basi.
Jiggling from Lakia. Decides to take the timing and a fight right to him. So 5-5. Even up now again for Genji.
Yang punya Reaper pasti ditukerin ke senjata yang lain, kecuali pandal kaleng.
Sentinels going for their first piece of defensive set play aggression there, and it's dominated. They already used this. It was round 6, I believe, the last time they played on Ascent. And Tens that time was able to get into the smoke before his opponent, dominated it, and got the win. This time, texture just a little faster, just a little sharper.
Orang-orang jago pakai pandal, gaya aku malah nge-whip. Ih, justru bagus. Gaya bagus. Itu kamu yang siapa? Sage Grim kan itu dia sebelumnya pakai itu terus. Pakai gaya terus. Aimnya bagus-bagus aja. Kecuali pandal kaleng. Tahu kan yang kaleng? Pandal origin. Itu jelek. Aku pernah pakai, jelek banget. Malahan aku punya. Bukan sekali su. Itu tuh kamu bosan. Kamu bosan pakai itu terus. Harus ada ganti. Jangan itu terus. Bagus, ya. Ceng. Tapi suara nembaknya jelek anjir. Kelenteng. Pelurunya kayak nyebar. Aduh.
Can't land the shots. Damage done to it. 10 set up. It's a 1v1. That's such an important one at that. The money was dire.
Nih, 10 by 1.
6 bullets. Accounted for.
Ngeri.
Exactly what he needed.
Sepuh.
Another miracle. Ritualistically brought down by the crowd, willing it into existence, I think. How are they doing these?
No shot.
What a timing. To be honest with you, I thought it was over when the Bucky didn't deliver those two clean one-shot kills.
I mean, I'm shocked the second didn't one-shot them.
Yeah, he was so close, but still able to finish
Wih,
one of them off.
silakan lanjutkan diskusinya. Mau ke Menci dulu. Gangguin orang dulu. Ih, suruh sahur gitu, sahur-sahur di masjid. Bangunin.
Economically upset the time.
Udah dapet bab bucin. Kayaknya rambutnya ini, rambutnya pendek. Pakai wig. Wig pendek. Bagus. Jadi tomboy.
here, not to be dissuaded away from it. He's going to be earning his ult as well.
And Sentinels have got to be
Bisa
thinking about the
diambil
fact that
sih
they
itu.
would love to do some kind of updraft dash
Oh,
engagement
bener?
into B now that they have B main control. So, you know, you're playing retake B at this
Makanya
point, you don't want
digangguin,
to challenge that.
digangguin
So
buat
nice.
bangun. Ya udah nih
Also kind of
bangunin.
set up for a bit of a retake A approach. Now tends
Udah jam 2 nih.
Celsius looking to re-explore perhaps. Pinging out the alarm bot, important. Genji have to make sure that nobody followed that drone up.
Walking up now, Sassy. It's all about when you pick your time. Is a counter spam. Almost gone down potentially there with the damage down, and out of here with the drone. Everybody lit up, but a shot goes wide. It just goes a miss. Second though. He's still alive in the fight here, but a TP into the back of the site. Now there is that danger facing, but cancelled. Only 30 seconds left. What is the call to be made? The reposition backing away. Hunter's Fury. And Lackey is hoping to set this one up for the rest of the team. They're going to pivot. They're going to A. 20 seconds indecisive. They're going back to B.
Pandal per second.
Can't be making plays like this, man, but maybe just getting hectic in those
B
final moments.
aja.
TP engaged. Meteor.
Pandal per second B aja.
Damage done, and another
Bagus
drop
enggak,
by.
jelek
Copy
enggak.
that up. Right click.
B aja.
Here. Needs to stick in. Right click.
Oh jir.
Oh my god. Absolutely unbelievable. Celsius 1v2, 1v2, 1v2. Rushing entirely
Bang.
into it.
I don't think I've seen a round that chaotic the
Gila.
entire tournament. Genji didn't know where to end.
Sengit.
What a way to finish that half. They pulled it out of the back of Meteor getting in. Tens went for an ult play, cancelled it for info, got caught.
Dia kayaknya
And then they have
pusing.
to body block Caron to avoid him being caught by Zekken. Look at him getting in front of the classic. Ludicrous.
So close.
Munchkin, you crazy little raccoon. How have you done that?
6-6, that's where we stand here on Ascent. Absolute insanity, but standing by on the floor, some of Sentinel's biggest fans.
Ih, tadi yang pertama sama 66, yang kedua sama 66.
It is Tenz's mom, Valerie, and Sassy's wife.
75.
Welcome to the grand finals. Now, every
Yang pertama 75, yang kedua sama 66. Sekarang 66 juga sama. Berarti sengit. Dua-duanya jago.
But it's a 6-6. We're even. I think we got it.
Oh, I like it. I like it. What about you, Valerie?
I was a little nervous, but I feel good, and I think they got this. I think they're bringing the trophy home. I can feel it.
Oh, well, it's been, 1,029 days since Tenz first brought that Masters trophy home. So tell me, what's it been like to follow his journey and support him all the way back to the top?
It's amazing, entertaining. I love it. I'm in awe of him all the time. He's awesome.
We think so too. Come on, guys, give it up for Tenz. Come on, come on. And for you, Sophie, you won there in Istanbul when Sassy became a world champion. So what are your emotions right now to know that he could potentially win a trophy here with you in the audience?
I think if we get the trophy, it's gonna be a really step up in his career, and the boys are amazing. I love them all, and let's go Sen!
Come on, you guys know what to do. Sentinels! 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 Well, let's see if Sentinels can close this one out on a set.
Penonton panas.
Crowd certainly rallied up here. Right behind
Yang
Sentinels
menang
trying to
map
get
ini
it done.
kayaknya bakal juara PDD. Hah?
And a reminder, it is only Tenz returning to the
Mungkin,
final
nggak
stage of
tahu.
the set. But Sassy
5
also
map.
making his third time here, both looking
Ini baru
for
ketiga.
another trophy.
Ada 2 pertandingan
Elite
lagi.
group. There's only 5 players, I believe, who've been able to lift the trophy twice, and we've been looking to join them.
Kayak yang kemarin.
Sassy. We've also never had somebody win a Masters and a Champions before.
Sassy, he ended up overcoming this grand finals against the Demons that is Gen G. Would be the first player to ever do it.
Pretty incredible.
We spoke about the importance here, getting the rounds up online, sent with these compositions, you know, by all metrics, from what we know, it's not an attack-sided map.
Standing ahead.
That puts even more importance now onto this pistol round for Sentinels.
And I think, again, I'm looking at the Gen G defensive rotations and how John tries to play with those. Because Gen G are just so happy to trust the read. Look, I mean, at the beginning here. Caron getting
5
info.
kali main.
Oh,
Sampai jam 4 ini.
back over towards B. They were thinking
Lebih
He's
kayaknya.
out open. They could be fast onto him, but they're not really going to be quick enough here. Just waiting for the drone now with a shock dust through as well. A lot of damage. Tagged him up. Zekken. Slight pause into the play. Slight pause into the angle. Waiting now. What is the call from the rest of them? A flash play into the back here.
Nih yang pakai jet
The
nih.
right time to strike.
Ikutin
Now
mainnya.
jumping right, leaping into his face, and there it is.
Ih, nge-whip.
Calling their bluff. They want to fight it. The front section of that side of Paranoia is good, and it blinds them all up. 3 players tucked to the site now for Sentinels, and they still don't have that plan down.
I feel like as soon as Zelsis goes for it, Genji are going to explode, and he thinks the same.
A dink, stray damage. It could come down to anything. Few stray shots now. Paranoia flying forward. Still no spike being planted. One-way smoke.
Belainya kecepatan banget itu.
Not quite.
Not quite at all, but waiting for it. Now to knife.
Si Babang
Takes away the
Ten.
abilities, takes away the threat of this one, and as the turret's getting broken, they
Killjoy
swing
sama
right
gedangan
into
2
Genji.
orang.
Surely not. They're doing it again.
Killjoy dulu
Wonderful,
udah
wonderful
bawa
patience.
turret
Capitalizing off the right moments
sama
there.
dengan 2 orang.
Certainly. They look great with it. As soon as Sen put pressure on the player backside, that is instantly
Nice try.
turned into texture dashing into a smoke to take front sight. So as soon as they know that Sentinels are focused not on them, they go and get themselves into a retake situation and start putting
Yes,
pressure even before the plant is down.
Malah nembakin turret.
They are looking good.
Iya.
Taunts being thrown across the stage.
Killjoy punya bunsin. Bunsinnya
Great way to
turret.
open this up on the defense side.
Yeah, Genji going to be really quite happy with this one.
It's all the fundamental stuff. The timing is excellent, they're confident, and they're doubling up together in these moments.
Disrespectful from Zekken.
Stabil banget itu Aim.
Trying to take that fight.
Gak getar kayak aku.
You're hoping that Genji players were not posted on an angle and trying to take a fight aggressively, when actually I feel like that's the way that Genji plays. They're not afraid to try to challenge angles. They're not the kind of team to just drop back and keep giving up room over and over again for free.
Give me no room.
They like to disrespect utility a little bit and post up.
Clear game plan here though from Sentinels on their eco. Can use a flash to re-clear into A main, make sure that the orb gets loaded up there onto Zelsis. He's only a few away from his ult, so they're just thinking ahead here into this round.
Yeah, but they are still quite a way away from this.
Masih nyari info.
Any damage in this
Sentinel.
round, particularly Zelsis is still going to be 3 away from getting that online.
Belum berani masuk.
Particularly going to be helpful. At least not in the short term, I should say.
Yeah, now they're going to be hoping for a bit of a plan here, but a Paranoia sent flying TP forwards, lighting him up. Caron, 20 HP surviving.
Enti bang.
Strenuous in the approach, but look at that, just a collapse.
Kalah
Straight into the
senjata.
fragment nade and the bullets sent flying, so flawless, everybody surviving for Genji.
Beautifully done. Now this is where I want to see what Genji have got planned. You see Texture buying the operator when the rest of his team is going for the bonus. It's not too crazy, lots of teams that end up going for that. But do they have a game plan to set him up? One of the other things that stuck in my head actually from listening to an interview from HSK was that he said one of the things they've tried to focus
Belum
on
lah.
is snowballing the game
Mereka kan
by
nge-save.
utilizing their aim and
Sennya
aggression.
nge-save.
Like, not by trying to make smart game plans necessarily, but by putting pressure on their opponent,
Farming
wanting
ult.
to fight in
Buat
moments like
ulti lumayan.
and Texture looks like he wants to take the op for a walk off the back of Sova utility. That's great information, knowing exactly where John is. You don't have to be worried about other sightlines.
You're really worried.
3 orang nih kalau mau
Still in the
nge-pick.
lineup here.
He almost got caught, didn't he?
Biar
He
yang
got caught, but look at
coveringnya
it.
I
banyak.
mean, the dash still active. Texture can smell it, blood in the water.
That's the same pace and anticipation problem that I was noticing before.
Map siapa?
Genji are quite a bit faster than Sen
Ini 3
expect.
ya. Kayaknya map Sen.
So just try and
Iya.
Sentinels now
Kalau gak salah ini map
clearing away,
Sen.
trying to take control of A, but then there's a Paranoia.
Yang
Goes flying,
keempat
actually missing
Genji,
onto
yang
Sassy.
kelima
No
Sen
clear
lagi.
connection, but he still maintains control of A main
Kalau gak salah
control.
ini map
Yeah,
Sen.
Ten's caught. Sassy dropped as well. This is looking like a
Bonus
monstrous
round.
bonus.
I mean, this is beautiful for
Wow.
Genji.
Sen never had an inch in
Ngeri.
this. Never had an
Tekstur.
opportunity. You had both of the Flash players, Karen and Munchkin, looking to lock down Tree. And even as Sen tried to make some approach in that department, Tens was the only player A main, threw a Paranoia, got caught in the smoke, and it's over at that point. You're in a
Yeah.
5v3, it's just done.
Gacor.
He just wanders into this smoke, assuming that Karen must be focused on Tree, because that's where he threw the Paranoia.
Maaf Genji kah?
And the anticipation from Gen G is
Gimana?
just so much better. They throw the paranoia and they're like, right, this is the timing that the A main player is going to take. Let's stop them. The awareness is so good. And again, from a player, Caron, who has not been a pro before joining
Oh iya
Gen
benar.
G.
Maaf Genji.
Played on an amateur team and basically that was a long time ago.
Di-split nanti Sen.
Basically just got picked out of ranked.
Ranked player on the big stage, but he's really performing.
Maaf Genji.
Flash repeat. Caron knows to respect that one. He's going to be using the TP just to get the hell out of there. And a call is made again from Gen G. All stacked up.
Yeah, look at them.
Iya ini masih master belum champion. Udah rame banget. Seru banget. Apalagi nanti champion. Senjata juga kayaknya nanti bakal bakal phantom yang keluar. Harusnya bakal lebih rame kalau ada PRS sama Sen. Kalau gak ada mereka udah sih.
The implication there that the desk picked up on is that they were going for a 3-1 win by winning on bind, ascent, and split. This is looking less and
Iya,
less
karena
likely
Kandal
the more
udah
rounds
2
go
kan. Phantom baru 1.
John start messing with the defensive rotations. It's not something we've really seen. You need to be faking
Lebih rame mana champion apa M series?
And so far, they're nowhere near.
M series apa? Master. Lebih rame champion lah. Harusnya. Karena kan lebih gede juga. Hadiahnya lebih gede juga lagi. Kena flash temen sendiri anjir. Berat nanti kayaknya Jin udah balik. Cuman kurang tahu kan dia mau wajib. Iya. Kalau nanti join, monyet mau dikemanain? Gantiin siapa juga nanti.
That's incredible. What a read by John. Getting himself tucked into logs because Meteor went down early and that was open to them.
Mobile Legend.
Huge play. Not exactly running a fake, but just challenging Gen G for the map control and beating them. I don't think Tens is going to survive this interaction. But
Anjir. Ngeri banget itu. Babang Ten. Coba-coba main-main sama Ten. Ngeri amat. Tuh, Jetnya kena itu temennya anjir.
Bit weird, but didn't really hurt them whatsoever. John bailing them out of that situation. Not necessarily with his macro caller, but with a great solo play. Reading the game.
The bankroll runs deep here for Gen G. Sentinels
nice throw.
To spread default to try to start the round.
Tapi monyet dilihat-lihat udah mulai improve mainnya. Iya, udah bagus. Udah AS 2 kali lagi. Walaupun kalah.
Take that pick through mid.
They might just walk into him.
Texture's quick. Is he there before Zekken? It looks like it.
And now he's found the timing. It's just so damn instinctual! And again, a difference maker. Zekken. He's left Texture reeling. Back-to-back rounds now.
That is a ludicrous swing. Perfect pre-aim. I mean, pretty much a pre-fire, I think. There's no time to react to that. He just knows exactly where the jet is going to be set up.
Grouped up, gathered. Lakia. The shock dart. Here's that one now. What a close knife.
Almost got it.
John, yeah, he was a critical target. It needs to stay alive with the lockdown now in play. What is the call to be made? Gen G, how do you fight this one? Split up across the map here. I mean, it's just really only Munchkin, and they're just trying to get Lakia out of there. Hunter's Fury through and out into the spawn.
Diganggu sama ulti.
Left. They need to get this spike down and planted. Maybe to push this one back and away, but Gen G, they're out of there.
It's only John in an aggressive position in the post plant right now, and Sassy's miles away. Doesn't have that ult to work with.
Doesn't indeed.
He's not going to have shock dart lineups from there, so he needs to find some way of having impact.
Start clearing the paranoia here. Still close quarters enough. It has revealed, and they have cleaned him up. With John down, finally a kill found. Second, not going to be blinded up by that one, but still emanating out with waves of the suppression. He's dropped to his knees. Meteor, last one left, unless he can get Munchkin back alive. A tap. Fading out the spray here. 3 players left out in the open. Sentinels running over them.
That was a difficult situation there. John getting caught in his aggressive position. Sassy way out of the fight. Zeka needed to step up, and he did it. This opener is sublime. And then he also follows up by being able to punish Lakia and to stop Munchkin. It's an amazing round from the star player of Sentinels. I say the star player. One of, the superstar.
Plenty to pick from.
Ayo, bisa comeback katanya.
So Sen is still making a go of this, even though Gen.G are in the lead.
Arguably still favoured, but they are starting to put a dent into that economy for Gen.G. The loss round here. Gen.G vital for Sentinels. They're going to be hoping for
yeah, another jet duel.
Dash just fades away. They're going to be using util of their own now. Paranoia even layered on top, spamming away. An exchange of lead. No casualties.
Gen.G not over-rotating this time. Keeping a couple of players in mid, realizing that it's not a full commitment from Sen here. They're just fighting for map control. You could consider this a win, though, for Sentinels, because they're going to be going into a site that only has 3 players on it.
Yeah.
And that's assuming they commit to A.
Munchkin gathering that information. As the nade ready here, as time runs short, John QT, hello. Flash forwards on top of it here, backing away, will get cleaned up eventually. The air is sprayed down. Fragment, nade, texture, and Munchkin all combined. And they have shut down his approach.
Tens with ultimate is going to try to get into the B site and get the plant down.
Yeah, it's an open site for him. Still rapid.
Sassy get there?
Oh, Sassy, he's picked them apart. Texture onto that rotation, but he is alone now. Tens is going to do a hell of a job to try and hold on to this one. Keron sticking, no way. Up onto it, just gets that information. Now 2 players assaulting the position slowly, surely.
Sassy's so far away.
He needs so much here. Sassy is miles away. Reinforcements are lacking. Lakia seeking to disjoint it. That dart, it was fantastic though. Still playing inside the smoke. Lakia shuts it down, but time has been bought. A tap, Sassy. Does he think it's open to the fuse? Spamming away. Counter spam from Munchkin, sticking from Lakia. Full defensive setup. 11 now on the board.
It's a nice try there with that dart, seeing if he could assist Tens while still being positionally a long way away. I think it wasn't quite planted in a spot where he was able to get the wall back there. It's this triangle set up again, over towards A, stopping Sentinels getting in on the A splits. It looks really nice from Gen.G. Anytime Sen have tried an A split, the A main players have not been able to have any impact. Yeah. They're just sending a drone in there and they can't actually push the players from Gen.G who are killing the people on cat. The A splits are being defended immaculately. But look at this, Sen are so convinced that this is going to be defensive aggression in this round. They know that Texture had to pop knives. And they are ready for the Hunter's Fury play, a classic set play that teams would love to do.
Really far back.
Has pulled 20 seconds off the clock here.
With how time has been playing an issue for Sentinels, it's little moments like that that might make the difference in the round. Grouped up now with Texture. Fast rotation to try and back up the rest of his team out towards the A site.
Love this positioning from Lakia as well. If he stays over towards Market, he'll have a perfect ult line, but instead he drops back towards B. Spotted people in mid and maybe just worried that it could be a B split.
50 seconds.
Time certainly is ticking here.
Decisions need to be made. I mean, you haven't pulled out good util from Gen.G. They can just stall you out. Right, they're going to be showing some presence, but with the knife tags, Zekin.
This doesn't give you too much info. It could be a cat push, could still be a B split.
They're going to get destroyed, but they're trying to fake A presence, perhaps. I mean, the spike is in the middle of nowhere. Certainly they are fast. It was Zekin. He's rapid on the uptake. Texture, even more so. And the Hunter's Fury to punish.
Ngeri amat itu tekstur.
That's Tens. He's got to try and get some value in. He's got to try and get some kills. The lockdown, it's really just absolutely brutalized them, slowed them to a crawl. They can't break it. They have to fight it. Tens here onto the angle again. They're swarming into the position and behind them.
Anjir, tuh kan.
Rips them to shreds, rips them to pieces.
Tajam banget itu.
There's no chance.
Tekstur.
Not anymore. Gen G up to 12.
Ngeri.
You watch what Texture does on defense. It's so good. He gets pressured here with the paranoia, instantly updrafts, kills the player, dashes forwards to re-fight that. And he immediately notices it's a fake. If he dashes away there, they don't get the info, and those B players might not have stayed on B. But because Texture is so confident to take the fight, to dash forwards,
Masih bisa beli apa?
he gets to come to the rest of his team.
Beli apa?
Guys, they ain't coming.
I mean, absolutely. It's looking disastrous, to put it lightly, here for Sentinels on this map. Now, of course,
Nggak
like
tahu.
the whole series weighs on there, but I think
Aku nggak
every
nonton
single map
sebelumnya.
matters, and especially early on, you know, going back to what we were talking about. I mean, Kaplan in that coach interview saying they found comfortable in the earlier maps in this series, Ascent being one of them, Split coming up. And it's Icebox, that territory where it gets a bit messy. If Gen G end up taking this map, they're forced to win out on Split just to continue that series, and then they will be forced to play on Icebox.
And bearing in mind, Gen G beat them 13-5 on Split, dismantling them. And does Gen G look like they've
Gimana Jin baru?
today?
Bagus
Does Texture
nggak?
look like he isn't performing incredibly today? I don't think so.
Kalau kayak gimana? Bagus. Tipenya apa? Aku nggak
They're
tahu.
also just getting outplayed. The teamwork, the way that Gen G are playing off each other, and their confidence is just getting them so much more info to play with on their defense side. This defensive Ascent has been lovely to watch. Certainly feels like there could not be a better moment for Pacific to pick up their first ever global
Oh,
trophy.
controller.
Gen G, if they get this one
Tapi bisa
step
ini ya.
forwards on Ascent, they'll be
Bisa
one step closer to hoisting it.
bisa hidup lagi.
In through mid, that's Sentinels. All eyes on that now.
Smoker rasa duelis.
Grouped up as well. Might be looking for a flash peek through. Drone. And forwards here, just showcasing. Oh, doesn't break it in time, so it actually spots both players, and they're already up through mid as well. Paranoid misses, Texture. Clean shot, rips it away, and this is this.
Dapat 2 kali anjir.
Being
Tekstur.
dashed out and away. John QT, maybe a chance. Turn with the 1 kill, but it's still a player disadvantage, and they don't know where the rest of them are. Into the corner, hello,
Kecuri.
finding Lack here. 3 versus 3, Munchkin going walkabout. Celsius dropped dead to rights. 2v2, still Spike in the open. And a control gained and gathered. Munchkin follows through with the fire. Doubled up now, understanding the win con. Smoke to block it off. It's all on Sassy.
They know he's not close. Karen is actually looking the other way too. They've split up to form 2 1v1s. Could Sassy be given anything? He just doesn't expect them coming from spawn.
No, there's no way you expect this, and this could be it. This should be it. The map done and dusted.
GG bang.
Edge ever closer.
Kuat banget anjir Genji. Udah Genji. Udah Genji.
They said that themselves when they won the upper
GG.
bracket final. Just because we won here, they said,
Map.
doesn't mean that the job is
Map
finished.
4 berarti.
But they're in a great spot.
They're in a fantastic spot. It's yet to be seen if
Ngeri
Sentinels
bang,
can
ngeri ngeri.
fight back. Don't go anywhere. You know you don't want to miss it.
Nyam nyam nyam. Ayo main lagi. Kuat banget. Map 4 split. Kalau menang Genji lagi udah sih kelar sennya. Penentuan. Berarti aku las ya. 1 map lagi. Sampai map 4 doang. Map 5-nya kita nonton sendiri-sendiri. Di split.
They have no idea how heartless I am.
Di start bentar OTW PC. Dia masih di kasur. Ya udah ini aja. Ngedots. Aku mau nyobain pakai jet. Lupa malah ngepick Reno dong. Aku nggak puasa. Aku puasanya sampai jam 12. Nanti jam 12 makan. Puasanya sampai jam 12. Kau Robe emang puasa kamu? Bercanda anjir. Bercanda bang. Puasa sampai jam 12. Tahu Robi. Ada Cang kemana nih? Where? Potum, kemana Potum? Potum. Potum. Oi oi oi. Sampai selesai. Jam 12 selesainya. Sampai jam 12. Potum. Si Potum gak ada dong. Potumnya hilang. Potum. Naruto-chan. Meng. Long time no see. Lontong anjir. Gimana kabarnya? Aku baik. Kamu gimana? Aku kalau lagi main suka fokus. Naruto-chan, kamu datang. Aku lupa baca komennya. Gomen. Maghrib. Oh yang bener. Lagu TW kerja. Puasa. Oke. Semangat ya kerjanya. Puasa enggak? Ada bolong-bolong. Udah 7 tahun sama Ming gak. Udah 7 tahun sama Ming gap 7 bulan anjir. 7 tahun.
Match found.
7 ini 7 abad. Hampir nyaingin Belanda yang ngejajah Indonesia. Tapi itu mah 3 abad. Lanjut.
Let's go.
Definisi lemot. Bacot. Mengjit nih bos, si gol dong. Enggak, nyobain. Tapi aku nggak bisa pakai itu ya. Nggak bisa pakai dash sama terbang sama ulti. Ulti paling susah sih. Kita cobain Hendry pakai jet. Coklat. Iya, susah banget. Harus yang bagus aimnya. Kayak pengguna race. Media share gak nyala. Enggak, takutnya ada yang ngirim video yang ini, yang copyright. Takutnya ada yang ngirim video yang copyright. Bahaya juga nanti. Nanti kena strike.
I got there, Sage. She builds walls.
Pernah pakai jet 12 ronde 0 kill. Anjir, ngapain?
Here. Reloading.
Ya, bahaya kalau pakai itu. Soalnya belum pernah. Takut ada yang ngirim musik copyright.
Bring them down. Where are you? Satchel out. Satchel out.
Anjir, itu deket banget. Gak mau.
One enemy remaining.
Satu lagi.
I
Nice.
get inside your head.
Udah bagus lah ya.
Their
Ngedesnya.
phoenix shines on the outside, but within, I fear his doubt.
Here.
Pakai kok bestie. Gak apa-apa, Ayim lagi burik. Aku juga sama. Mending kita main di low rank. Pakai akun yang itu, yang iron. Ayo, kita rank.
I'll find you.
No charges left.
Anjir, aku lihat tadi lo ada orang di situ.
Cover going out.
Bau banget.
Last player
Nggak
standing.
apa-apa, coba.
See. Silence. My ultimate is ready.
Ya. Behind you. Ohayo Neo-chan. Aduh, nice try. Neo-chan.
Together
Gimana nih strong desu ka?
the true meaning of fear.
Aku tadi main akun utama niat naikin lagi ke diamond, malah 99. Lewis turun. Bukannya udah diamond, Menggami.
Do not relent. Where are you? Grenade!
Cover going out.
Headshot. Blocking sight.
You will not kill
My
my
ult's ready.
ally.
Aduh, satu lagi dong anjir.
Spike down B.
Baru banget pakai jet. Baru-baru kali.
Enemy remaining.
Kan turun pas mabar waktu itu, Cing. Waktu itu. Harusnya kamu bilang aja, maaf ya, aku lagi push rank.
Last player
Andy bang.
standing.
Maklumi.
Cover going out.
Ya tuh harusnya bilang kamu lagi push rank. Buat prank. Gak apa-apa lah. Yang penting penting skillnya masih sama kayak kemarin. Kamu naik ke diamond kan karena skill kamu kan. Rank cuman warna doang. Yang penting
Last
skill kamu
round
gak
in the
hilang.
half.
We lose everything after this.
Wih, sagenya jago dong. Tujuan udah kecapai. Tapi nanti kecapainya mending di ACT3 nanti.
Lock in sight.
Spike down mid.
Aduh, malah ke depan anjir.
Someone is B.
Yang suka kayak gitu.
Joke's
Malah ke
over.
depan
Player
anjir.
standing.
Removed. My ult is ready.
Cipu, itu pelurunya kemana lagi? Nice try
Switching
bang.
sides.
No charges left. Yes. Sorry.
Where are they?
Enemy kill. Careful.
Reloading.
Paman. Aduh.
One enemy remaining.
Ringnya dari mid. Low banget tuh harusnya.
Bring them down.
30 seconds left.
Nice.
I find them.
Udah mulai lagi cing. Oh iya kah? Tunggu ya. Lagi main dulu. Dung.
The hunt begins.
Aduh, banyak. Banyak ya midnya. Reload. Mid anjir. How? Thank you bang.
Match point.
Where will they go this time?
Ekspresi gelap saat itu. Bukan. Ini. Bukan. Ya. Belum dipasang. Emangnya belum dipasang? Yang matanya itu putih.
Here.
Here.
Aduh.
Spike down B. Last player standing.
Kelihatan.
One enemy remaining.
Ende bang.
Attackers win.
Joke's over.
Sakit crazy. Nice. Ya, lanjut Sam. Ini aku las ya nontonnya. Jangan gampang.
So dangerous. Texture did as much as he possibly could to make this one a win. John taking out Munchkin though, dropping the pit, set Zekken up for success. So much danger in that round.
Mungkin.
Pumped up after that one.
Semoga aja menang.
GG have just looked so crazy whenever they're at a disadvantage. In the series overall, they're still winning a third of the time when they're down a player. Never mind when they're on their eco, you know, that you can just never count them out.
Udah 4 aja ini Sam.
Unheard of entirely. Again, it's a fast play for
2-1 ya.
Access
Genji
again.
2, Sam 1.
But now a fight into the spawn. Texture spamming the appropriate angles. It's running and cutting
Iya
out
kan?
play at work. That's purely just off of a read.
Tuh titiknya 2.
Even just a sound cue.
A great read though. And now Texture looking like he wants to get put into the smoke, or at least avoiding this flash.
Texture's going to get valued. They're not going to clear him out as well. They topple and fall and they collide right into
Gacor.
it.
And that's more like what Genji were up to previously. A great balance of sometimes waiting for the flood if they anticipate it, and then
Iya, bagus retake-nya.
trying to disrupt the Sen retake. There was a lot of talk about how incredible Sentinel's retakes were.
Incredible.
We were at the beginning of this tournament saying Sen, calming core, retakes were amazing. At kickoff, Sentinels won 61% of their retakes. At Madrid, that's 24%.
It's gone right down.
It's plummeted to not even being a good retake percentage at all. Never mind a great one, an incredible one, unheard of one. So if Sen can get back to that kind of level and deal with Genji looking to disrupt, there's a major win condition for them in this half.
Gak ada yang dari di belakang.
Oh, but from Zelsis seeking to reposition. Now this is unusual angle. You can get cleared very easily.
It's nice though if Zekken continues to make noise and distract.
Trailblazer clears him. Trailblazer clears him. He's in trouble, and yeah, more so than that, he's out in the open.
Really well done. Very diligent from Genji.
Zelsis keculik 1.
Zelsis getting caught by a mid-stack again. Hoping just to be able to pick up a lurker. But look at Meteor again and kind of picking up that role as Sentinels re-push out through B main.
It's a good call to make here, but Sassy surely not
Punjir banyak orang. Kayak aku tadi ngepick mid semuanya di situ.
Load those seekers as well, giving them a good indicator now, but already getting a move
Kaipo
on
gimana?
now. Over towards
Masih di gold atau udah naik platinum?
Yeah, oh my goodness, almost claiming that one. It was a dink. Drops him down to 10 HP. Meteor falling to the nade. Zekken still alive.
Pada main tank.
こんな大きなダイヤモンドあげるね
Kapin Rem, makasih. Kapin Rem. Streamer. Nonton streaming.
It just looks so damn unlikely. Texture.
Ini lagi nobar PCT.
Satchels to his doom and defeat. Everybody picked apart. Spike drop
Keras
down.
banget hartanya.
Kill onto Caron.
Masih seperti biasa.
Now maybe potentially tens. Just push in end and
Ngeri
put a
banget.
stop to it.
Big round from
Indi
Tens.
bang,
Great shot
Indi.
with the Guardian to open things
Makasih ya,
up. But I
Kapin
think
Rem.
what actually wins the round, I've been talking so much about how the Genji look like they over-rotate. They trust the read. They believe in it. Follow the noise, that kind of stuff. Sen actually just hold their ground. They went for the B main exploration,
Kalau
got the kill.
sama
and they
2
didn't
nanti
gamble
berarti
that it was gonna be a big
final
hit
1
afterwards.
lagi.
They kept John and Zekken
Di
in
Icebox.
anchor positions over towards A,
Icebox
and
kan?
that's what paid dividends. Staying rooted, staying to the fundamental defense. And Now Zekan's got a showstopper to work with. Could be incredible against a fast A push.
Fast ramp aggression, and you're right. There is going to be that showstopper ready and waiting. He just looks for the right time to strike, and that appears to be now.
Ooh.
Rebounding across the wall. Lakia finish gap into the wall. Maybe a chance for Meteor, but the knives just go amiss. All ran out, and so do the chances. Really attempt to try and take this space.
Spray bang, yang penting
That
spray.
smoke from Tens as well. Not something that they were previously doing, choosing to fight A ramp. But now just making sure Gen G have no opportunities to take this fight. And if they do, Sen tripled up, looking to drop the wall and take the fight on their terms. They missed the paranoia!
The paranoia texture!
Oh.
And Meteor, they combine their
Gacor
might.
babang
Sentinels,
tekstur.
no chance entirely. It's all gone wrong.
Brutal.
Dum,
That's the
dum.
bungle. And I said I love the fact that they were smoking it off and not taking the fight. Made me eat my words in about a second and a half afterwards as they just sent the paranoia, missed it, and ran in one by one. That's a tragic misplay, and looking so similar to what was hurting Sen on their defense in the upper bracket final.
It's an advantage situation they're in.
Yes, there is simply no need to make a play like that. They want to clear out a ramp, I understand, but you're just taking too many risks there. The paranoia doesn't clear out the lane fully, and Gen G are so ready for that. They punished Sentinels many times before. What a huge one for Gen G to be able to take. And frankly, against most teams, Sen would get away with that.
Yeah.
But Gen G are so sharp. Their positioning is so good over towards a ramp.
Despite that shakiness at the beginning of split, undeterred, Gen G have that economical advantage. Even the showstopper for Texture here should be looking at that fourth round on the board.
Texture got an amazing showstopper round against Sen previously by doing pretty much the same thing we just saw,
Bakal chaos nih
stopping
dia.
them fighting a ramp.
Its anchoring players are going to get tested.
It's unusual for Zelsis to be here on A.
Let's try and play around these smokes
All
here,
in.
but the wire's taken out. He's pitting. Pitting early preemptive. Paranoia will not connect there.
Ultinya
Where will the
ditinggalin.
rocket go though? That is the question. And finds
Anjir,
it straight
pinter
to
banget.
Zelsis. He's dropped, and with that the pit. It's an open side out, open still. Looks like a chance to take this fight, but they're not
Dum.
anticipating it. Meteor already up onto that high ground position, but Sentinel's not messing around. A rapid approach and a rapid retake of this one, but they are being cleaned up entirely.
Nonton pro
Scaron is just plucking them
main sabar
apart.
banget.
Munchkin ready to stop anybody going
Gerusak,
through A
gerusuk.
heaven, but the players on site had already done
Gak
his job
apa-apa.
for him.
Itu
Tries to make the
itu
most of it,
proses.
but he's going to have no chances there.
Nggak apa-apa,
Gen
kita
G
harus
getting a couple of
gerusuk-gerusuk.
huge rounds
Itu proses.
back to back to put the squeeze onto Sen.
Kalau nggak gerusuk-gerusuk,
Sen have got such a great start to this map.
nanti
Exactly what they needed. Great read as well from Texture. The Zelsis would not be playing
kalau di
inside
posisi
the
kayak
ultimate
gitu
because he's
nggak tahu
scared of
harus
the
ngapain.
showstopper, and instead would be over towards elbow.
Gerasak-gerusuk
Zelsis
perlu.
wasn't there. That's the spot that John loves to play in. John also, without the cage he normally uses to flood from CT into elbow, wasn't really able to help Zelsis there.
Apalagi kalau main race daunnya cuman secel maju mati.
Sen are going to take a timeout.
Itu kalau bagus, kalau pas,
Really.
itu bisa enak banget.
Maybe even the series. That's why Sentinels
Apalagi
taking
pakai
their time with
shotgun.
this one.
The pressure
One
was
shot
already on Sen.
mati.
We knew that they were at a disadvantage coming
Karena
into
kan
this. Gen G
kena
earned
kepala
that
itu
advantage
biasanya.
by bullying Sentinels on 2 of the maps in the
Perek.
upper bracket final.
Perek
and cementing
gerusuk-gerusuk.
themselves
Gampang
leaders.
banget buat mati.
at Masters Madrid, but not the
Gampang
winners yet.
keculik. Perek itu gampang
Well, the
keculik.
job's not finished. That's why they're taking it one round at a time, because not just the hopes and dreams of their country,
Oh,
the
race
Korean
di
team, the
ban.
furthest they've ever got in one of these international
Iya,
tournaments,
itu
going all the way
bagus.
to the finals, but Pacific as well. They've had 10 chances. This is the 10th one here. They were looking
Apalagi
at
udah bawa
Masters
ulti.
Madrid at getting a title. And they've come close, don't get me wrong, but tumbled at the finish line many, many times.
Or some not even
Many
made it to the
times.
finish line. If we're going to talk about the Korean squads, right?
Yeah.
New turn, DRX, best was third.
Kuringnya
Gen
dikit
G
anjir.
already overtaken that
Emang dia kuirang?
and looking to lift the trophy.
Bukannya
New
ini
era of
kuning.
Valorant that we're looking at. Team's been put together. He's filling up the pieces here. Shots going wide there from Meteor. No tag onto the damage, and it was definitely a threat of it. Celsius on the half armor.
I wonder if they can get a read that because Meteor faced mid, he's not going to be lurking a ramp. Sassy and Zekken are still trying to clear that, but this is as the B hit comes through.
Paranoia does connect it, at least onto the dog, but into the back of the site. He needs to exchange positions, and he will do so. Wrapping back away, but Genji have nothing to do with this site now. They are fully
kan dari
rotating away.
Meksiko.
But they're rotating without anybody taking
Tapi
space
Meksiko
over towards
coklat
A.
sih.
And Zekken and Sassy cleared this out. You know, Sassy is perfectly fine facing Ramp here. He knows he's not going to get punished. He's going to be able to hear some of this.
Temennya Rena kan.
Zekken's coming forwards to try to help.
50 seconds. Now Karen does have util as well. Paranoia going to be getting good information with that one. Respecting the position here. Sassy not eager to take that fight. Instead, doubling up. It looks like
Dari Amerika atau
Yeah,
Meksiko?
it is indeed. With him playing up onto Heaven. Satchel forwards. Cuts up the angle. Flash repick. No, not through main. Adjustment necessary. And second
Babang
comes up
tekstur
with the
gacor. Anjir. Bukan babang tekstur. Ya kan. Gacor babang
I'm not sure
Zekken.
if Zekken's asking the crowd to appreciate or telling Genji he can handle more of them.
Gacor Kang, gacor.
Cost him his life. Makes him look worse in terms of the stats, but it was exactly what his teammates needed. It fed Celsius in through the back into Heaven and also allowed Zekken to try to contest.
Bisa cepet kayak gitu ya?
What a spray
Kliknya.
control. He's 17 and 7.
Dari bawah ke atas.
leading the charge, doesn't even cover it.
Kalau aku ngeplik kayak gitu, maksudnya malah gak ada di situ. Maksudnya malah di bawah semua.
SEN are looking good to maybe make it 7.
Add a few more to the tally perhaps, but maybe speaking too soon. We know how
Paling
good
mudah dari kalau 10 gimana 10?
But look at this. Sassy and Zekken realizing that if nobody's there, they can take the space.
Disrespect. Zekken knows if he gets one more kill, he's got a showstopper earned available for him to just try and get out of the dodge.
The trip.
The trip will give him
Babang
the
Zekken
time
mau nyulik.
There it is, flash through. TP pass, broken. Backs to the wall, backs to him in time.
Aduh jir, singoy. Kasian banget.
Looking like ballerinas out in mid.
Zekken goes from high to
Yang
low,
di
but
bawah
Sassy's
itu,
here.
nah dibantuin sama Sachi.
Maybe your time to strike, Sun. Step up to the
Tuh,
line and really reward the rest of your
nyampah
team.
langsung Sachi.
Two topple and fall texture soon after, and the movement, wide swing, wide base.
Ngeri banget.
Lead maintained for Sentinels. Vital,
Didemegin dulu sama Zekken. Baru disampah sama Sachi. Tuh, baru sama itunya sama Sky udah low. Baru disampahin. Abang-abang. Abang-abang gorengan.
They talked about that. They knew it coming out of the press conference after the upper bracket
Nah
final.
itu namanya nyampah yang bagus.
Last round of the half. 10 seconds down already, and look how aggressive SEN are. This Trailblazer, I mean, it's so deeply pushed. Yeah. Constant information. I mean, Sassy is
Botak licin percaya dong.
the full information now, just calling it
Si
out to the rest of his
Sachi.
team.
It looks like we're watching
Tempest welcome.
just believing in the
Jangan lupa sahur.
Celsius cannot
Kalau
peek into that many
kalau kamu
players.
sahur.
But if you allow them to walk up mid,
Itu juga kalau puasa sih.
Sassy can't die here. He
Yeah,
can't
just
take that level of
finishing
risk.
the job.
He's just looking for the information.
Genji, all eyes now on the B side. There will be trips waiting for him. The nade should
Bakal
clear at
rame
least
nih,
one layer
bingung.
of it.
Bakal chaos.
Smokes now up with the paranoia through,
Tuh.
and it's a call made to flood right back
Belum
into
bang.
a rocket. Damage done, but already texture right behind. Snaps back second. Shuts down the adversary, shuts down the nemesis. But does he anticipate this? Yes, he does. Movement
Anjir.
sublime.
Zekken. Gacor. Gacor Kang, gacor Kang. Malas masak tapi nggak punya ayang. Apa hubungannya sahur sama ayang? BTW pack mouse-nya si Zekken itu belum rilis dimanapun real orang dalam yang punya duluan. Apa? Mouse apaan? Swallow. Mouse-nya Swallow.
Rallied, rejuvenated.
Masa mau kelima capek aku tuh pengen sahur. Ini sambil sahur sambil makan. Aku juga mau sahur abis ini. Aku kan sampai map 4 ya. Map 5-nya kita nonton bareng-bareng langsung di Champion Tours. Tour. Sahur dimasakin ayam, aku tinggal rebahan kan enak. Emang boleh satu rumah. Mana suaranya Sentinel bacot katanya. Mbah Dukun Genji. Habis sahur siangnya belok ke warung. Oh, puasanya sampai jam 12. Gawes abang.
Sois absolutamente increíbles. Para despedirme, todos juntos calentamos manos. Una ola, de abajo arriba. 3, 2,
Razer Piper.
Arriba todo el mundo.
Razer bagus ya buat gaming.
Madrid, sois increíbles. Disfrutemos de esta gran final. Hagámoslo juntos, hagamos historia. Porque como esta final, no hay ninguna. Friends, or no.
Bacot banget ini bapak-bapak.
The energy is palpable here in the Madrid arena. There's been mayhem, there's been madness, don't get me wrong. But Sentinels perhaps have done enough for them here against this Gen G team put together. It was Gen G that was standing on the precipice, really. They just needed this map to close it out and make history, carving out their own path. But maybe starting to feel that heat.
Sometimes in moments like this, it can just feel a little too real. The realization hits you, Texture, knocked down to only 20 health. When that's combined with the Viper Wall.
Few shots flying, nade, rebounding, but not expecting me to.
Hola amigos. Hola amigos.
Collected. All on top, and it's all added up as well for that Gen G advantage still.
Khalil Ham, halo.
Calling for the pause and around here
Halo,
for Sentinel.
semangat, makasih.
Not getting ahead of themselves.
Jangan lupa sahur.
Actually fairly good here with Sassy watching behind.
Valorant kalau musiknya pakai pendrive bagus. PCT-nya.
Might drive people into Sassy. He's weak, but he has a sheriff.
Jadi ceria gitu. Agak tegang.
Acknowledgement now at least that there's going to be players behind him, but Sassy feeling no real pressure, but now he's going to hear it. Jumping down into vents, they are just forcing the position and forcing the fight straight to them. Surely not favored into this one. 3v2 damage.
2 lawan 2 nih. Tapi HP-nya low. Ngeri.
Still in the hands of Sassy here, but he's got so much more to do. Does he hear the drop down? He does.
Ini bang.
That's a crazy round from Texture towards the end.
Masih di-comebackin anjir.
Barely in the double
Babang Tens gimana nih?
And yet Texture's able to weave around slightly.
Aku sahurnya lihat muka Kak Gabriel cuak. Nanti dia backdash.
Even though they're in the lead,
Nanti gula darah kamu.
players that haven't been in this kind of position before, the closer you get to winning, sometimes the more the pressure mounts. I was wondering if these rookie players, or rather some of the players with less experience at the big level as well as Caron, might struggle in a spot like this, but certainly Meteor has not given up the confidence.
No. That's back immediately here.
Kena
The jump spot.
timing.
Zels is not seeing too much there. Ends up getting punished. Meteor, no chance for him to
Oh jir,
feast.
sih, 3 orang
Though
dong.
with a few shotgun pellets. Munchkin, really nice idea there and awareness. Knowing that could be a possibility. It's all being shut down, all being locked down.
Clean from Gen G, very clean. Zekan just trying to get the orb online, and he does. He runs away with it. Well,
Yang
that's
penting
over
dapat
lining,
out bang, biar bisa ulti.
And Sen have got to be fairly happy about this.
Like, yeah, hello, knives out. What the hell is going on here? Realizing it.
Could go for a knife fight, why not?
Anjir ngapain cina ini orang?
Second gets picked off, but Sen won't be too bothered
Padahal
about
dia aja. Tuh dia bawa shotgun.
Sen playing split in the upper bracket final and now the vibe,
Yeah,
the
kena mulu.
atmosphere, it's so different. They don't feel as timid, unconfident. Ten said that he was zoning out throughout the game. Couldn't really find good timings to be able to take his ones. Zekan got shut down. It's different, and yet Gen G are still keeping it.
Gen G.
They're such a dangerous squad, and it's on them to cook up some idea for this bonus round. What a weird wall from Munchkin over towards A.
This is bizarre. Different twist onto some of them that are being thrown out. Looks at this angle. Pretty happy to jiggle it. They could have crossed onto either side here. Okay, there it is. Just spotting the one and now backing away. Missing that timing. He's going to be aware of it. Meteor close now. Tucked to the corner. Trailblazer, any seek or attempt to punish this one. Might just be met pound for pound. 3 players grouped up mid. Also being explored here, but the first kill. Damage done. Meteor dash to disengage away. And Lakia,
they're going to get caught here.
Covering fire. You're right. They are getting caught in all sorts of positions. With Caron falling. Zekken creeping and crawling.
Gacor.
Oh, texture though. Back at it again. It's not quite enough still.
Babanggikan gacor.
Now for Sentinels.
Watching for this again. Texture caught.
Gacor kan anjir.
This position over towards
Iya kan.
Again, feels like a hard read from Sentinels to me.
Boom.
Baiting them into
Sih.
fighting over A ramp. And then
Barabap.
just picking up
Boom.
mid with the contact play.
Mulai
Any time
ngamuk.
where you see Sen taking mid control without using dog or boom
Kita
bot,
boleh
you've
kalah
got to call it a hard
di
read,
round
right?
1, 2 boleh.
They just know that
Nanti
Gen G
udah
love to
pandal
move
sama
up
ini,
heavily on sides of the
sama
map, and this is where you're
Phantom
finally seeing
baru
that adaptation
kasih paham.
abusing the holes that Gen G cause by
Iya.
trying to stack players.
Kalau menang ini map 5.
It's difficult though, because if you get the read wrong, you're
Kalau
just
kalah
walking
udah.
up mid into a crossfire. Meteor is now going to have an operator online.
Okay.
But he's holding very far back over towards A. It's not
Low
a position where
breakout
you're
nih,
likely to get too much
Sennya.
value. At least not in the early round.
Looks like Gen G were setting up for a punish over towards B.
Dia kan mengiteri.
It's probably the seconds one away from the ult.
Abang-abang Ken sudah capek dari map 1.
Information behind Celsius is orb, which he's put at the front of B main. And now as it goes down, Gen G knows that there's nobody over in this area of the map.
Push with the flashes out into wide face, really wide face. But
Bukan.
all the kills.
Ini final low bracket lawan ini, lawan Genji. Genji gak tahu
Where these potential players could be, good information.
disebutnya apa.
With the acknowledgement there, Trailblazer finding the target and the mark, but really chaotic situation. Pings on the map though, Gen G are aware.
Yeah, and I don't think Gen G are actually gonna think
Sen
that
kan
it's
udah kalah
they
sama
haven't-
Genji.
But expect Zekken to be with the play here because he's one away from Showstopper. He's the entry player. So the fact he was in market, I think, has scrambled Gen G a little.
Yeah, they're all over the place this time, less trusting of the gut and wondering where the hell these players have got to. Ten's almost going down there, out to the open Meteor, left to anchor now in his position.
Genji kan belum kalah dari babak kualifikasi.
Paranoia is good, shot, missed. Going stray, still walks it down onto this angle, but look at it, they've just absolutely overpowered them.
Really beautiful attack side from Sen. Gorgeous calling from John Cutie.
Udahlah
from the
bang,
whole
Misep.
team. Contact plays. In the previous
Bawa pulang
contacting
tuh.
up mid to pinch the players over
Phantom.
towards A heaven. This time, going for a semi-contact all the way
Rata-rata
through
Phantomnya
A heaven.
ini Recon.
Just caught a glimpse and leave up the game. Take a look at the replay as Lucky
Kalau
says.
enggak ini Oni.
How deep they are before Gen G get the
Sahur
read.
pu, jangan lupa
To me,
sahur.
the biggest strength of Gen G on defense is the fact that they get the reads. They either play aggressive or they re-clear in the mid-round or something to give Munchkin that gut feeling that he's going to make the right call. And I think you could see it on the minimap there. Gen G were so spread out, even after they re-cleared B main.
Kepuyak
spotting
sahur.
Zekken with the Trailblazer in
Selamat
market, it's a real
sahur.
head-scratcher for them. Love what John Cutie's bringing out here. You can see that they put in a lot of effort. And what a tight
Tuh
turnaround
belanya
for
tuh,
Sen.
yang
They
di
have
tengah
to play
dapetin
basically the
cawan
entire time
suci.
since losing on split. They haven't really had a break to work with.
Dapetin cawan
Gen
suci
G are the team that
yang
should
dari
have been
Pep.
able to pull adaptations out of it, but it's harder when you
Nanti permintaannya bakal dikabulin.
mistakes. That seems like what Sen are doing.
Gen G now calling this time out, seeking a few adaptations.
Aku ingin monitor yang 1000 hajar.
Grass. Sentinels holding this lead. Looking more and more likely that this map 5 is just inevitable.
Iya dapetin cawan suci tuh.
Map 5,
Nanti sabar lawan Rider,
would be good news for Gen G,
sabar alter.
but a lot of it has to do with keeping up that spirit. I feel like it's difficult from the outside
Tuh,
to
cawan
understand
suci.
just how much mental game
Punyanya
there is
Gilgamesh.
involved in Valorant. If you lose your confidence, if you hesitate,
Gilgameshnya
no matter
lagi
how good the
turu.
game plan was, good your ideas are. If you can't execute on them because you're feeling the nerves, feeling the pressure of the moment, you're going to let it all slip away. That's what I need to see from Gen G here. Even if they're not able to rebound on this map.
Lancer, Raider, Berserker, Saber. Sabernya duelis. Raidernya itu Black mungkin.
Can't lose your nerve here, not when you're at the finish line.
So this is the Viper wall now being put over towards B. That is a difference. Normally Zelsis has been putting
Udah bang, menangin Bang Sam.
But it doesn't look like
biar
Gen G
cepet.
are thinking it's a real threat. It's only Munchkin in this area with the bucket.
Percuma 1000 hajat spek yang bisa nge-push.
Spots like this prior.
Ininya.
Inside the orb. Hello, Munchkin.
Beda sama ininya. Sama prosesor.
Covering the retreat, but at the same time, John QT here anticipating.
Udah ada itu. Pakai ini aja 40-90. Dapat lah.
Boombot in his face, barely dealt with. Still alive and kicking the meteor. Rapid on the approach, rapid on the uptake.
They didn't help Zekken. Zekken got into the site and they were scared.
Untuk 800. Ya lumayan.
Something caused a
Lumayan.
hesitation in SEN here. And it's a 3v3. Still with knives on the other side.
Fear might cost you if you are Sentinels, Kara. Close, not quite concealed, only good for the Wonders, that instant trade. The Meteor's way ahead of you. Look at this guy, already taking a position forward and tucked underneath. He's picked up a rifle, and this could be the playmaker. Real time, watching it play out. It's like a car crash in slow motion, but a tough plant. Not anticipating it, labored in that 1v1, 1v2. Sassy removed.
Ngeri. Gantian jetnya sama Meteor.
Before SEN had even realized they were going to end A, Meteor knew it.
That's trust in your gut. What we were talking about, having just no hesitation in terms of the way you make these plays.
And yet for Sentinels, I think it was a bit of hesitation. If they'd bullied their way through set up on B, they're probably there to help Zekken, maybe even trade that out. Listen, there's a possibility that it all goes wrong as well. But that's how dangerous Gen G can be.
Itu kerasukan itu tuh tekstur. Tapi nggak se-one tap tekstur. Apa Jril? Akhirnya abangku main. Semangat tuh Bang Ten. Abang-abangan. Ini emang di situ ada bagiannya. Ada ini. Lagunya Penrith. Jadi ini kan, jadi nggak tegang kan. Jadi ceria gitu kan. You are my chocolate. Choco.
Texture. Oh, they just missed the timing.
Oh, he's going to spot him now. Tens doesn't see it. Tens called out.
He's a dead man walking.
He really is. Should not be getting away with this at all. In fact, Texture not even worried about it. His team's going to be calling for it. He wins the fight out. Much can take him out alone already. It's Texture. Sees the advantage and now that close position. Tucked to the corner, punishing the orb. Pick himself is wondering.
Saling menculik satu sama lain.
Two players to stand, but turning it down. And Meteor turning up the bloody heat. All up to John.
Again, another SEN player in a 1v2 to end this situation. Not favored. 25 seconds. Doesn't know where Meteor is. There's barely going to be any time here. At some point, he's got to get a move on. He's going to give the information away to Luckier.
15 seconds.
Can he knife out walk the entire way?
As much as he possibly can. Wants to give away absolutely nothing. But at some point, I got to know it's A and Luckier. Yeah, finally realized.
Ayo tuh bang, lama banget.
It barely enough time.
Suara dari turnamen palunya emang pelan ya. Masih kurang. Link kamu gimana ceritanya? Masih kurang kah? Nih baluan nih, Meteor. Isi. Ini bang. Lama kali. Mau nolak kalah, Linji.
They looked down and out. And here it is, the punish on the showstopper after already winning that previous round. Dominates.
Iya malah nge-pick dia anjir.
Wins the 1v1 at the end as well.
Merasa pede udah kill stay.
They'll have to film another take of that.
Oh, frustrations on display.
Not the cinema.
Alicia. Itu. Jonathan. Wih, si Bang Ambiar. Kucing. Selamat sahur, Bang Ambiar. Sahur.
Two rounds in a row. And things have gotten very scrappy in the middle of them. I mean, the engage up into B heaven seems to make a lot of sense there. Dog, showstopper follows it. They just weren't expecting there to be 3 players. No. They had the audio cues that they were chasing one away. They're expecting another to be hard anchored on B. They just don't think the Meteor's also going to be there.
Ini udah gede Kak Jril. Semangat Bang Teng. Adikmu selalu mendoakanmu sampai angkat. Bukan piala anjir. Cawan suci. Sampai angkat cawan suci. Amin. Enggak dong. Genji yang menang. Genji yang menang. OTW 55 nih. Kali ini menang Sen. Yakin aku. Sampai angkat cawan suci. Let's go. Nabi Adam anjir. Bukan nih. Gelasnya ini Gilgamesh. Dapat gelasnya Gilgamesh. Ngambil dari cucian.
Showstopper here. Caron setting up the play out towards Ram.
That's pretty risky actually, giving away his positioning there. Intense is taking the timing.
Nih diculik nih.
Textured up with the rifle in his hands.
Tekstur keculik nih. Tuh kan.
Expecting that too many players to account for.
Padahal udah punya ulti, si Tekstur kenapa nggak diulti langsung? Dapat tuh 3 orang kalau di ulti. Keculik.
Inside the smoke, trying to dominate this one, but he only has the judge. What can one man do? Not enough. Pit, lay it down for Sentinels. They're not leaving this one to chance. They need to clean it up now.
Lanjut palo, okay.
Munchkin, the IGL. Does he anticipate seconds forward position? He does not. So, 11-1 now on the board for Sentinels. Off the back of that timeout. New lease of life on their side.
Dua-duanya.
Sen are really adding fake plays into their game. Yes, it's this officially on the kill feed, but the whole reason that they're able to take that space in mid silently is because they created pressure
Aku dukung Genji lah. Aku dukung Genji.
Knowledge that there was an opening in mid they could take advantage of. Last time we saw Genji on a broken buy, they won the thing. Don't count them out here.
Definitely have the tools to do so again.
Biar nanti ada so.
It couldn't be more wrong at the moment. Munchkin's got to try and hold it down with the judge until the cavalry arrives.
Not going fast onto his approach, but now they might just be. Still that judge. Prime position to really get some work done with this one in the close quarter avenue. Still they dash past him. They don't know where he is finally. Dealing with him. But that push down mid has turned into a fast flank with all 4 of them. The trip. They're giving it away, but they're going to be aware that there's this many players.
No reaction from Sen. They're not trying to take space elsewhere.
No. Holding the ground, ensnared onto the site. Now from that high ground position, spam through, but Ten's not being baited with this one. Texture, how has he got that? Opened it up onto Zeltis, rocket, rebounds into the bag, kills, collected, and there's a 1v2 out of nowhere! Caron delivers. I'm telling you, man, you cannot count.
Menolak kalah Genji.
It's another thrifty for Genji, man. And it's Sen not being quick enough, not realizing fast enough that everybody was on the flank there. You know, from our position, seeing all of the perfect information, it seems obvious. Okay, you need to take screen control. You need to be able to
parah, gak ada lawan Kapu ya. Kayaknya harus dikalahin sama Persib. Lawannya Persib ini Genji. Biar nggak udah Genji. Udah Genji. Udah. Tiba-tiba Sen mati semua. Posisinya. ketahuan
2 rounds stands between them
posisinya.
in terms of that equalization. Again, looks like a fast play out, and it is.
Sama
Gliding
babang
forward,
tekstur.
Selson goes down to his own nade and takes the damage follow-up, the rifle in play. John QT is so fast here, just trying to follow through with Sassy. He's already gained that ground here, but
Itu tiap main, tiap nge-kill langsung araso orang Genji. Beda pamit dulu, mau sahur, anggap aja habis ini tidak ada apa-apa, semangat Sam. Makasih Kak Hen, selamat sahur, bye bye. Aku sampai map 4 ya, sampai pertandingan ini kelar. Mau sahur.
Maybe you can find this kill. Celsius! How is he getting away with it again?
Oh, Tiwan udah pulang. Tiwan juga kayaknya udah lupa ngelahin. Ojir menghadiahkan 20. Ngeri. Kanumi, ada si Kanumi. Makasih Kak Hem. 20 dong anjir, yang nonton aja nggak sampai. Makasih 20. Berarti total berapa? 50. Ngeri emang sepuh. Ada Kariku. Ngeri banget. Ngeri amai. Ngeri puh. Sultan ngeri. Kacopulatus gak dapet. Comeback mungkin. Makasih Kak Hem. Anjir, dia ngasih 50 langganan. Waktu itu 30, sekarang 20. Ngeri amat. Kak Hen, makasih. Selamat sahur. Tiba-tiba penghijauan. Anjir. Oh iya, ini dong. Kalian siapa tahu ada stiker. Nanti aku masukin. Siapa tahu ada stiker kalian. Atau si Kak Hen ada stiker mungkin. Nanti aku masukin di chat. Stiker apapun bebas. Kirim aja di Discord. Jangan lupa tag aku, Gabriel Des. Sahur. Dadah Kak Hem. Makasih Kak Hem. Banyak banget anjir. Semoga banyak rezekinya ya. Amin. Semoga lancar banget. Amin. Panjang umurnya juga. Amin. Bye bye. Jangan lupa stiker. Iya, jangan lupa stiker. Kalian siapa tahu yang punya stiker, kirim aja. Kirim aja ke Discord. Jangan lupa tag aku juga ya. Gabriel Desu. Atau Nihongo wa karimasen. Nanti aku masukin. Tapi ininya kayaknya 1:1 ya gambarnya. Ngeri kali bah. Oke, ya Discordnya dia ada ya. Hai.
Both teams finding those avenues to be able to turn these into
miracles. Ngeri amat.
It's Lakia there who just pulls the trigger a little too early, gives away his spot, and from there John and Sassy wiggle their way in to be able to get the plant down to such a nice area for Tens to play. Didn't even have to use the ult to reposition. Pit in mid, Sen, map point, looking to try to extend the series.
Emang worth it ya di ulti
the
ini?
trophy at least for now and move us onto Icebox.
Pro player emang beda sih. Kita mau punya ulti langsung di side, langsung di ultiin.
in this spot now. Guns are good. Gen.G's economy, listen, hasn't stopped them in the past, but taking a hit.
Only a little one though. Munchkin is pretty happy with the judge here. It's Texture, who's really in the worst spot of things, but he's hiding inside a smoke, looking to try to make the play here.
Meteor, off angle, loses his fight out.
Against the high-low there, it's very difficult to get anything done.
Will this be the domino effect
But
here?
look at some
biar nggak ada
There's a
plan.
fake Charon. He commits a TP to try and reinforce that A side, but it's all
Alah, karena gak ada Sauge.
player to stand against it.
Tapi
The onslaught.
Sauge masih bisa pecah juga, ada umurnya. Bolanya.
Has to be a follow-up and it has to be a clean-up, and there is there on time. Texture dropped in the process now with 30 seconds left. Take a pause in the round and take a breather because Sentinels realize it. The chance now to extend that play in the series. Take it all the way to Icebox. A tap forces it out. The first little wave of the util. Oh, the flash is flying through, and so
Wah, GG sih. Map 5, let's go. Nice. Map 5. Ngeri banget, Bang. Ngeri, Bang.
Back to back, the last two times that SEN play split, they take back
Ngeri.
their title of looking like the team who's best in the world on this map. Absolute cinema at the end there from John QD2. The fakes have got to be coming against the way that Munchkin plays defense.
BTW udah aku ya. Nanti stikernya nyusul. Oke. Tinggal kirim aja. Nanti aku masukin. Jangan lupa filenya jangan gede ya. Biar pas sama ininya, sama yang di YouTube. Ngeri kali, Bang. Ya udah, makasih ya yang udah nonton. Bye bye. Bye Zumi. Jangan lupa sahur. Makasih Kak Hem udah bagi-bagiin. Thank you. Selamat sahur. Kak Taufik, The Lazy, Kanan Gami, Kak Dut, Kak Cili, Kak Ipo, si Bang Ambiar, Ocu. Makasih Kak Hem. Adil Chang, bye-bye. Gigi. Kita nonton sendiri-sendiri ya. Map 5 ya. Ocu kare sama. Yang Kaipo, Kaisi, Kapuyak, bye-bye.